What's up? What's up? It's the Art the Most Experience with Deke. I'm Art the Most, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
My dog is back. My dog is back. What's the word, man? Look good, man. You
Not
look drippy
much.
as heck, man.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to the Penn shirt. Shout out to the Pirates hat. Shout out to the low top Blazers. I mean, dude, you got the denim on, man. You just look good. You look like you just testified on somebody, man. Did you just snitch on somebody? They said you was in the feds. They said that you somehow, some way was on the stand. You was up there pointing fingers like Nino Brown in New Jack City. If I'm going down, everybody coming down with me. That's what they said was going on. You come in here, you look real, just like good, like lean. I'm like, dang, D, like you eat vegetables or something today, man. Did you eat vegetables today? Like you ate some vegetables today. But you look sharp, man.
No vegetables today.
You look super
Not yet.
sharp.
I maybe I'll have some green beans or something for dinner, but
Man. But yeah, they were saying that you was on the stand yesterday, man.
no, not at all. It was just
You got
jury
technical.
duty.
You held it down.
Yeah, jury duty. I was just doing my job as a citizen of this county, this state, and this country.
Let's go, man.
Didn't get picked to be like an official juror for any of the cases or whatnot, but I was there.
Hey,
I was part of the panel.
you was on the team.
Yeah.
Not everybody gets a chance to actually get in the game, but sometimes, man, you got to be ready. You was next man up.
I don't even know about that. I didn't even.
I don't even know how the whole thing
I didn't even
works.
get questioned at all. We didn't even get to that point. They went through a process. I was really, really late. Actually, I was number 32.
Oh,
out of
okay.
The people that they were going through. I don't even know if they made it to 20
That's
before
the
they.
Franco. See, that
Well,
that
that's
was your
what happened.
magic number.
I
see?
think that's what happened.
Mhm.
They didn't even make it to like 20. I think
Okay.
before they decided like, okay, these are the 7 jurors we're gonna
Yeah.
go with. So I was got out of that scotch free.
Okay.
But you're right. It might have been the 32. Once I saw I was 32, I was like,
Come on, bro. It's
Franco
your day,
don't
bro.
want to. Franco don't want me to miss another day of the podcast. He wants me to talk ball and talk
for
Kenny
real,
Pickett.
man. And Franco don't want you up there pointing fingers and snitching on nothing either, man. Being like, yeah, I think he did it. He guilty. Nah, man. Franco don't want you going out like that. Franco said you got integrity, man. That's what
Wow,
Franco said.
Zixay's ear says he is jury duty today.
Bro, that
Everyone's catching
sucks. Man, I hope I don't catch it. It's contagious. It seems like, man, y'all keep that jury duty over that way, man. Whew. Man, they called you Mr. Irrelevant in terms of the jury selection. Sometimes
There was
like that, bro.
I wasn't Mr. Of, and I was like 3 away. I think it was
Oh.
35 total.
Okay.
They split the room up into two. There was probably like 70, 80 people there.
Word.
Yeah.
Dang. What was the demographic like? Was it a good crowd? Was it a good mix?
Yeah, very random.
Okay.
Mix of everyone.
Okay. You have any fans?
No.
Oh, man. All right, just check. You never know, man. You never know. Be one of them random people in there like, is that Deke? Hey, yo, why you in on this? Yo, it would have been fine, bro. Just saying, man.
No. It was a good process. It just
Yeah.
took the whole day.
Wow.
Last time I had jury duty, this was the second time I got called
Mm-hmm.
for it. Last time, we got out of there at like 11 a.m. It was real easy. 11:30, got to go home, yeah.
See, my wife, she's been selected once, and it was kind of like how you did. Went down. I remember she parked. She said by the time she paid the park, got in, they had already decided, I guess, like that they settled. So then it was going. She came back home. I think I've been hit once with the letter, and I
But
played.
then your group didn't get assigned.
No, see, I played reckless, bro. I ain't never see the letter. It was reckless as heck. I don't recommend it for anybody. My wife the whole time was like, babe, you can do this. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I
Wait,
ain't
what
seen that letter.
happened?
I still do not know. But for a fact, I was so stubborn. It was hilarious.
Maybe the clout helped you out.
Bro, I was so stubborn about it. Wifey's like, oh, you better open that letter. You know what that is. I'm like, I don't care what that is. I'm not doing anything that you're talking about right now. And it was a jury thing. And I'm like, nope, I ain't opening it. Nope. If I ain't see it, y'all can't tell me nothing. Nope. And then she opened it and read it. She's like, yeah, you supposed to be down here at this date, at this time. I'm like, nope, I ain't showing up. And she was like, all right, you better be careful. I still haven't gotten arrested, so I don't know. But yeah,
How long
man.
ago was that?
This was it was about 2 years ago, bro.
All right, I think
it was 2
you're
years
good.
ago, bro. 2 years ago. Yeah, but I was definitely on like, bro, I don't care. I was like, I'm not going. I was like, nope, nah. And I feel like I was like extra petty because even though they're not all the same, I just looked at it as like the system. I'm like, y'all got me. I pay these taxes. I do this. I gotta pay that. And now y'all want to come in here and do this jury dude. That's gonna take money out my plate. Cause now I can't go do this, man. I ain't going over. I don't want it. And that was like my whole energy. So I was really stubborn about it. But yeah, I'm glad it worked out for me in that sense. I probably wouldn't do it again, nor do I recommend that for anybody. I promise I don't recommend it. All right. And my wife was really proud of you for actually doing your civic responsibility. Yeah.
Well, I think they're just gonna hit you up in a month afterwards if you don't show up.
Yeah.
I think that's what it typically. I think
Definitely.
you might have just skated by there though.
Because I was like, man, I never heard
Like
anything.
I said, maybe they recognized the name.
I ain't
They
hear
saw
anything,
the
man.
clout. They were like,
Yeah.
there's no point. We're just gonna let them
I
slide.
ain't hear anything, man. And then I was like, at worst, I will pay whatever that fine may be for that one. I think I can survive that one. They're not gonna lock me up forever. I can survive that one. Just pros and cons, man. I had to weigh the situation. I was like, yo, what could they lock me up for like 3 years? No, it's not 3 years.
Did you do the Google search?
I ain't check all that because I ain't went in on my phone. Catch my drift. Like I said during the time, I was like,
Okay.
yeah, because I was thinking ahead. Like if I had to, I just can't have that info on me. Yeah. But if I never saw the letter, then I don't know anything. I don't know. I technically never laid out.
Now it's out there though.
But I still technically never laid out with a letter. I still never read it. And if that case is still going on 2 years later, bro,
So your wife could have lied to you about the date.
she definitely could have. Hey, we don't know what day of the week was it. You know what I mean? Sometimes we're not on good terms every single day, every single minute. So it could have been one of the moments, man. Yeah.
Martin Valadez says Deke was on that AB child support case.
Ooh, were you? Are we allowed to ask? I don't want to get in trouble, man. Are you allowed? Were you on the AB case? Was that the case? Because it's around the same time frame, man. He just got it was about a day ago, 2 days ago, a couple days.
That wouldn't be in PA, right?
I don't
Would that be
know.
in Florida?
I didn't look into the details.
He was not
of
there
it.
yesterday.
Okay, I was like, I did not
think
look
I
into
could
the
say that.
details. All right, I appreciate.
I think I'm allowed to say that.
But say don't get in trouble. I don't know what you can and can't say, so don't get in trouble up here.
AB wasn't there yesterday.
Shout out to AB.
From what I know of.
Shout out to
At least in the
8-4.
room I was in.
Shout out to 8-4 there, man. Shout out to 8-4. Yo, all right. But nah, man. It's a good
What's
vibe
going
there,
on?
man.
You're right. I am in a good mood.
It's a good vibe, man. Shoot, what's going on, bro? It was a victory Monday yesterday, man. You had me in here solo. I was a little sad, but it was a vibe, man. So we ready to cut up the day with you because the boys look good. KP
Awesome.
look good.
Yep.
The offense looked good. Kennedy even showed emotion and looked good. So yeah, man, we trying to see what's up. And then obviously some JPJ, some Levi Wallace, company over there. TJ doing TJ things. You know the use. So yeah,
Yeah,
man.
you could just say the defense looked good.
Yeah. So I think it was a good little vibe. But we gotta rap about all of that, man. Dang, bro. I still can't believe you had jury duty though. This is crazy.
What can
Man
you
of
do?
the people, bro.
Yeah. What
Man
can
of
you
the
do? Random process. That's how we do things in America.
Hey, shout out to America, man.
Yeah,
One
I mean-
time for old glory.
What other way should we do it? I'm good with it.
Well, so I think it was South Korea. I think it was South Korea. I saw they do just like 3 judges. They don't do a jury system.
Okay.
It's like 3 just judges, and that's how they do their thing. I was like, all right, different. Kind of takes it out of like the common man and just makes it all about like.
That's like Ink Master. Ink Master has 3 judges.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Odd number 2.
All experts too.
So if it
Yeah.
comes down 2-1, 1-2, whatever it
Yeah.
is, right?
Because what is better? Would you rather have only experts judging you, or would you like to have the common man judging you? Because a jury is essentially the common man. Not all of us went to like law school and studied it and like what's right, what's wrong, and this and that. So we're just going off of like what we think is, right or just. Whereas for judges, you think about they done went to school, they didn't study case after case, literature, all this other stuff. So they're deemed as experts in that field. But not everybody wants like a judge trial. Some people, opt for the jury trial.
Right. And it's the attorneys that have that option.
Yeah, because they're
Right.
representing the client. Right.
Because there are some
Mhm.
cases where there are no jurors. It's
Right, they
just the
don't want a
judge making the decision.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in the cases that were there were the attorneys that, I guess that's what
Yeah.
they agreed upon, and they wanted juries.
Mm.
We give options.
Yeah, we do. Because I feel like if you're trying to beat something, I think the jury of your peers gives you a better situation in some cases. But then at the same time, I think it's somewhere it's like, bro, I don't need the peers. I need to talk to the man that knows law and law only so we could strictly fight this verbiage of the law. And then it's times it's like, all right, well, yeah, let me get the judge there. Whew. Shout out to America, though, man. Shout out to America. All right. Well, man, if you ready, man of the people. We go ahead and start the show like how we always do. Sound good to you, man?
Yeah.
Oh, baby, I just thought about something, Deke. Actually, I need to change up how we start the show today. You know why? Because last time we had DraftKings, I forgot till we did the end of the show. And, yeah, we kind of got to do it at the front half of the show. So we're going to get it out the way right now. So that way we're in the clear. Sound good, man? All righty. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, today's show is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Come on, baby. You know, the top-rated sportsbooking app in North America. Not only is it safe, but it's secure and reliable, baby. And when we're talking about it, you know, we got promo codes. Promo code being Moats. When you make that first deposit bonus of $5, you will receive $200 in draft deposit bonus money. And you could use that money for parlays. You don't like a little parlay action, right? A little parlay. Y'all obviously know how the good guys were rocking this past weekend. So we could cook up with them, man, and lean on them this upcoming game as well. So you definitely love that. But at the same time, I know we all can struggle at times with some things. And whenever you do struggle, if you or someone you know has a gambling problem, need some crisis counseling or referral services, well, if you're located in New York, you see the number that you could text. But for everybody else, the number to dial is 1-800-GAMBLER. I said 1-800-GAMBLER. I said you better go. 1-800 Gambler. Now let us know where you tuning in from, man, in the comment section so we can give you those big boy shout outs to start today's show. And y'all hit that like button one time for the coach and subscribe because Deke is back in the building, baby. Let's get it.
Raw Dollars, the 330, Youngstown, Ohio, sharing line, baby.
Shout out.
Richard Arbiza, the 310, Carson, California. We was definitely holding it down for the Steeler Nation out here on Sunday. Mm-hmm. Even had a White Claw in honor of Mr. 13 Inches.
Let's Shout out. Let's go. Hey, I see the reviews coming in. Shout out to Don Juan, baby. Yes, sir. You know what time it is, man. Nabila Taylor, 2012. I see you one time. 2Dude92 one time for the coaches. Say it again. Steelers girl 517. Sex with chocolate. That boy good. Yes, he is.
Robert Williamson, 757. The Brib.
The crib. Oh, he said the Brib. Okay. He rocking that red there. All right. And then we got Rod Dallas, Sucker Bust some Moats in the Moat sets. Respect to you, man. Ooh. Donald Copeland heard that new note. They said I sound better than Taylor Swift. Did you hear that? That's crazy.
My ears didn't hear it that way.
Whoa. What you hear?
I just got to be straight up.
It's because you close. You know what I mean? They're hearing it through like the microphone. It's just, you close. That's all.
Okay. You
know how that is, bro. Yeah. Otherwise, it would sound way better. I'm singing into the mic. Not if I was doing like a live performance, I would sing different. I take a different octave. You know that. It's for the YouTube. Yeah.
Nicholas Felton, the 337, Louisiana.
The boot or just Louisiana. My bad. But shout out to Louisiana, baby.
Andrews from the 242, Nassau, Bahamas.
Mm-hmm.
Nassau, Bahamas.
Nassau.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nassau, baby. One time.
Steve Barna from the 412, Duke City.
Shout out to Duke City one time.
Who calls Pittsburgh Duke City?
I don't know, bro. Duquesne? Is it Duquesne? A Duquette?
Maybe, yeah.
Would you be the Duquette?
I think Duquesne's part of Allegheny County. So yeah, that might be.
That's the only thing I can think of, right? Yeah. That is weird to hear it as Duke City though.
Yeah, 412 could be a wide range of spots within Allegheny County. Yeah. Pittsburgh obviously is most known, but it could be another spot. Nappy, 401 Rhode Island.
Shout out to Rhode Island one time.
Steel Trail, repping from the 203. Jags about to get smashed.
Mm-hmm.
Kayla
That's gonna be a fun
Wayla.
one too, bro. That's gonna be a fun one.
She's tuning in from Duquesne, PA.
Shout out to Kayla Wayla one time.
Xavier TG, tuning in from South Korea.
Shout out to
And
South Korea.
You just mentioned them
We
in
low
their
key did, yeah.
judicial
Shout out.
process.
Shout
yeah.
out. So I guess no jury duty for him then.
No.
Yeah, no jury duty.
Chop 6 from the 412 North Side.
Shout out
Live
to
in
that
the
north
913.
side, man. You know we need that. All right, let me tap in real quick, man, because I got Jaron. PS for life. You know it's some Pittsburgh Steelers action out there in the 559 Visalia, California. Tyrone Bryant tapping in from the LBC, Long Beach, California, the 562. Every time I say LBC, Long Beach, I feel like I'm Snoop Dogg. I just want to let you know that right now. I'll be like, from the LBC, Long Beach. Oh, man, you know what I'm saying? I start to crip walk in this joint, bro. You got to chill, man. All right. Rose, black, and gold. Shout out to that Rose, black, and gold. Tuning in from the 301 Oxon Hill, Maryland. Shout out to Oxon Hill and Talia Will. I see you in Beaver Falls, PA. One time for the culture. One time Big Jinx 412. That Jags pack about to hit loud. We was just talking about them packs too, man. See, shout out, man. Shout out to the pack, man. Gotta put one in the air, man. Shout
I need
out.
to get back on those because people are complaining I haven't smoked any for the last like 2 or 3 wins.
That's crazy.
Well, I low-key have a little bit of a reason,
Oh, okay.
and I will explain that. Hopefully,
Pregnant?
it'll be clear. No, it'll be clear. Hopefully within
Your lady
the
pregnant?
next 2 weeks. No.
All right.
Well, how would that affect him? Smoking packs.
Just say no. She gonna throw it out there. What did know? She pregnant? Yeah. Cause you've been just a real nice Deke. You've been worried about your appearance. You been eating good. I feel like you got a lady out here. You ain't telling nobody, no, bro. I don't care what you say, bro. No, nobody just start doing this unless they got something out there, bro. Like you're fit fire, bro.
You're saying
like,
I've been
I'm just saying,
doing
you're doing
too
a lot.
much over the last year, 9 months. LASIK,
listen,
lost weight.
If I was in a relationship and my wife started doing all this, I'm like, yo, who you seeing? What's going on? All right. So I'm just saying, like, yo, like we ain't in a relationship, but I see you a lot. So, you know, I'm just like, hey, what's going on? What's her name? Is it Jessica? It was Brenda, Letitia, Toya. Was it Cookie? You met her in the ice cream parlor, huh? All right, it's cool. All right.
No, I haven't been getting much ice cream because I'm trying to lose weight.
You say you got him in different area codes. You was what you said? He said he was in Cleveland, Florida. Different area codes. I say you, Deke. It's all good, man. We're gonna find out eventually. What's done in the dark is gonna come to the light. All right, Deke. We're gonna find out her name, man. We're gonna find her out.
Like I said, I do have a little bit of a reason for the packs. I don't think it's that good of one, but
Yeah.
I can explain it
Okay.
in a way. Yeah. Like I said, hopefully within the next 2-3 weeks.
Respect.
But now we hitting these supers.
Man, let's tap in. Y'all hit that like button one time for the culture. Don't forget to subscribe.
Well, we got D. Harris joining the upper room.
Shout out to D. Harris and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Kyle Monier. Shout out to Canada. 100% deserves credit. Same to KP8.
We tapping right in, huh? First one.
That's a great comment. I would agree with both.
Yeah, I definitely agree with both, man. Them dudes look good, man. It's, dare I say, coming together. Dare I say.
Yeah. 100%. It's a lot better, actually. I mean,
I talk about it then, man. I feel like you got it on your tongue. You how'd you feel?
I thought we...
I mean, this was your guy.
I thought we looked like an offense.
This is what we've been waiting all year.
A good portion of the game, and now it didn't show up in the first half in terms of the score, but we had too many self-inflicted stuff like penalties, the George Pickens crack block where I think Deontay took it down to like the 6 or 7 yard line. We were about to score a touchdown. I think that was the first drive, right? It was the first or second drive, and then we actually moved the ball. But then, again, we just kept shooting ourselves in the foot. And then there was like 2 or 3 series in the first half where Kenny took a sack on a blitz. Things did look ugly for, 2-3 series stretch. But you look across the league, that's going to happen with teams where, you don't have a flow for a couple series or whatnot. But then how we played in the second half as an offense, even as a defense, too, because the defense stepped up, 0 points allowed in the fourth quarter. We took it from the Rams, man. Like, we took it. That was our game. It wasn't us waiting consistently for the Rams to make mistakes and then finally, okay, the Rams missed 3 or 4 opportunities. We're finally going to get this chance here to go and win it. Mm-hmm. No one wants to win this game. I guess we will. No, this was us taking the game in the fourth quarter as an offense, as a defense. And Canada, with some of the play calling, obviously deserves credit. Kenny, as soon as that fourth quarter hit, becomes the clutchest quarterback in the league. I swear to God. Kenny Clutch. It's 8-ball time. And, he absolutely balled out. Was throwing darts all over the place. Wasn't he like 100% completion rating?
Yeah, in the fourth. It was stupid, bro.
Yeah, some of the passes were, awesome.
Think about
passes.
it. Last, it was like touchdown, and then multiple first down to end it. Yeah.
I just really liked that game. I really liked it.
I've loved it, man. In terms of the positivity part, right? Obviously, we know we wanted to be better execution with some of that stuff in the first quarter, some of the stuff in the second quarter. But at the same time, this is the National Football League. Think about the things that we're, being hypercritical of with our offense and at the stage we're in. And just for context purposes, we look at that Rams side in their first half versus their second half and just even how that shift looked. And at the same time, we know that they're a lot further along in their development. But even with that, it just shows that everybody is going to have some of these ups and downs throughout the games. I'm just glad that the consistency part for us is Kenny always, or it shows that he's having his ups a lot more than not in the fourth quarter when it matters the most. Whereas we saw for that Rams team, they started to kind of get out of sync a little bit. Now, part of that was our defense keeping them, doing what we needed to do. And then also our offense sustaining drives. So it kept them off the field. But to me, that was, like I said, one of them things where it was just like, if they're going to be getting out of sync, I'm loving the fact that we're a start slow but finish hot type of team right now.
We talked on the phone after the game. Kenny Pickett just outplayed.
Oh, seriously, bro.
A Super Bowl champ, borderline Hall of Fame quarterback.
Whether we talking the statistics or if we talking eyeball tests, it's like, it's there. It was there.
Dude closed out the game.
And like I said, it was Stafford. And we ain't got like Stafford won't hot. Stafford got hot
Stafford
at one point, bro.
Fine.
He had a little moment where we like, all right, is this about to happen today? It's the Puka, Stafford.
Rams were running the ball
Cooper
good on us.
Like
they had Puka and Kupp. You're right. Yeah. They were doing good things, although Kupp dropped a couple at the beginning. And here's the thing. I know I mentioned that we won the game. We took the game. Mm-hmm. Like this was more about us as opposed to the Rams giving it to us. And some people, the devil's advocate would argue, they missed field goals. Okay. Kupp had some drops and whatnot. But that felt to me more like a normal NFL game flow as opposed to what was happening with the Ravens, dropping touchdowns and then with Gunner giving the ball back. Like it just seemed like this one was okay. We actually had like a quarter and a half at the end of the game where we imposed our will. We put our stamp on it as opposed to last week. It just finally came down to a minute. We have the ball somehow because the Ravens just keep messing up. Yeah. And then, to our credit, Kenny hit Pickens. We ended up winning the game.
To me,
but this one just felt a lot better from start to finish, like Steeler football.
No, I definitely get what you're saying. I definitely do. My only thing I would say is this is kind of why even a week ago when we were talking about the turnovers that were created and the flow of the game, and why I'm like, you can't really pick and choose how the turnovers happen. We just know that they're going to happen. We know that drops happen. We don't get to pick and choose when they occur, but yeah, teams drop passes, right? So last week is Nelson Aguilar, and we're like, man, that's just Nelson. That would never happen if it was somebody else. Okay, 2 days ago was Cooper Kupp, right? So it shows, once again, it's like, man, we don't like to put a lot of stock into it because obviously it's not something that is going to happen every single time, right? You're not going to see Cooper Kupp drop it every single time. But what we do know is football is not absolute. Stuff happens. Weird stuff happens. I'm sure it's people that went into that game and would have bet money that there was no chance that Kenny Pickett could outplay or even be in a conversation about playing Matthew Stafford prior to that game. But when you play it, you could just see, like, sometimes stuff happens. TJ getting that pick the way that he did, I'm sure Stafford's like, man, that don't count. That shouldn't count against me. It's like, well, it does, though. It'd be weird stuff that happens like that at times, man. But the beautiful thing is our execution has been getting us out. And it's not always execution in the sense of ball movement, but our execution is in the sense of we don't turn it over. And as long as we can keep doing that while slowly but surely getting that offense turning that corner, it's keeping us in games, not just keeping us in them, but it's helping us win while we're sitting here at 4-2 right now. I mean, I think we're +6 on the year in the turnover ratio. That's big in terms of how we're getting out of some of these stadiums. Because we haven't been outscoring teams, blowing them out. We know that. But at the same time, it's like, how are we winning? How is our record what it is? That combination of what we got going on right now. And like I said, it's only going to improve because the offense is going to keep improving.
It should.
Yeah.
It should.
I mean, it should. It definitely should.
Muth coming back. Unfortunately, it's going to still be 4 weeks. Yeah, he's put on IR.
Oh, they put him on IR.
Yeah, we're going to have to wait a little bit for that. But he'll be coming back, and we got Deontay, we got Pickett. We got the main core that we need to get this thing moving. Started featuring Jaylen Warren a little bit more. Or just in general, that running back dynamic was what we thought it was going to be coming into this season.
It looked 50-50.
Yeah, now all of a sudden I don't want to trade Najee.
It looked 50-50.
Although he needs to run up the middle, stop doing these outside runs. Kenny even told him, like, you could see the one film tape. Najee's bouncing outside.
He's like, yo.
Pickett's he's like, dude, run this way. Run right up the middle where there's a wide hole right here. You would have got 10 yards. Yeah. Instead, you wanted to run outside and do some of your jukes. But then it's weird because some of his stupid jukes and some of his jumping over people does work because we wouldn't have been down to the one after that TJ Watt interception from that Kenny Pickett dump off to Najee. If he doesn't toe tap the sideline, come back in, jump over it, dude, and like reach out the ball, get it at the one. I don't know if we score like that.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro.
So sometimes it does work, but
it just looks
I wish majority of the time you would just run straight over people.
Yeah. It's like a little guy's mind and a big guy's body. Like when I see him, he's like trying to bounce.
I think TG's right. I think it's got to be once it gets colder, he takes on that mindset, almost like the Hulk.
Ooh, all right.
What's it take for the Hulk? I'm not the biggest Hulk.
You got to be angry.
He's got to be angry.
Once you get him angry, but the secret is he's always angry.
It's got to be like below 40 degrees.
When it's below 40, I see my breath. I see my breath. I see my breath. I'm gonna run through his face. Yeah, I'm with you, bro. That could work.
I think that's what it takes.
That could definitely work. Because right now he's still kind of like in between, and it's think about the weather. Some days it's kind of hot. Some days it's kind of cold. Yeah, some days he kind of want to run outside. Other times he want to cut it up and hit somebody.
I'm thinking around mid-November, end of November.
That's what we can get.
We'll start seeing like 100-yard gains from Najee, hopefully.
Because he hasn't had one this year, has he?
No. Not even close. Mm-mm. Well, what? He got like 70 against Houston.
Yeah.
What, I didn't check the stat line in a minute, but what do you have? Did you have like 50 or 60 against the Rams?
That's cool. Yeah.
I'll check again. But Nanzito says, what does the team need to get the fourth quarter performances out of KPA for all four quarters? The tangible things. He's clutch. We can see that.
I mean, from my perspective, it's just going to take time. Starting fast is all about you already anticipating or you already being able to come into the stadium, and it's slowed down for you. With most young players, especially, quarterbacks, it's fast, especially in the early portion of it. And for Kenny, he's not the type of quarterback right now that does a ton of let me extend with my legs, let me, move, and really put strain on the coverage early on in games. That's not him, So I think that that's a part of why we've been having some of these slow starts. I also think at times, I think these other teams, when you talk personnel-wise, they come out a little bit better in terms of the matchup part. But the beautiful part is once we get a chance to get acclimated, we have seen, and that's shown whether we're talking the 4-2 or like we talk about the big sample size, even dating back to a year ago when Kenny took over, that once we get about that halftime mark, it slows down. And once it slows down, our third quarters typically look a lot better, and our fourth quarters are, like we talked about, the whole fourth quarter Kenny thing, right? Because now he's seen it multiple times throughout this game. You're not surprising him anymore, and it's not too fast for him. It's not a slight. That's just a part of youth. And the only way you can get better is through experience. But the only way you can get experience is by the reps. And that's, what he's getting. So that's what we're seeing him improve each game. And we're seeing him, start to pick up on certain things a little bit sooner in game. One of the things I like was the first deep ball he threw to Pickens, even though it ended up being out of bounds on the completion. I just like the aggressiveness of it, and Kenny's confident in himself to put that ball out there, and his trust in Pickens also. It's things like that where we're like, we didn't always see that from Kenny. It was times.
That was early, right?
Yeah, that was literally on the first series. Yeah. But it's times in the past where we would look at that and be like, man, Kenny, you got to throw that, man. Cut that one loose. So we're seeing some of those things happen sooner in games. So for me, it's just you got to give it time. And as we can see, with that time, it is getting there. But the beautiful part is, while he's taking that time and developing, we still winning.
He's doing the things that I want most out of a franchise quarterback or a QB1. He's getting the stuff I care about most out of the way because, as you said, I think that we'll get complete games and stuff will come with time. Mm-hmm. And I also think the game scripting will get better too. I hope
it will.
Because that's a part of it.
Yeah.
For some of these slow starts. Now, I don't think we necessarily had we did based off the score, but I do think the offense actually moved the ball kind of decent in the first half. So even seeing it coming out of the bye in this Rams game, just seeing a normal flow of an offense in the first half, like that's getting better. Yeah. But the thing that I care about most is when you have the adversity, when things aren't going your way, or you're down in the fourth quarter, you just need to win. You just need to find ways to win.
Find a way, bro.
This dude's doing that. That's the number one job of the quarterback. Find a way to win. Mm-hmm. Terry Bradshaw was saying some good. Did you see some of his quotes about Kenny?
I did not, man.
He was saying some really good things. He's like, listen, this guy's not throwing for all these touchdowns or anything right now. He's not putting up the gaudiest of stats, but like those will come. This guy has everything that the Steelers want in him right now. Though. Like he's got it all right now. Like this is the quarterback for the team. This is the quarterback for the Steelers.
I like it, man.
He's got all those type of intangibles. And I'm looking at the fourth quarter comeback stats, the game-winning drive stats right now, leading the league. Fourth quarter comebacks.
I saw a stat where they said at this age, he has the same amount of fourth quarter comebacks as your boy Seven, bro. That's what they said,
He's
man.
He's doing Ben-esque things.
That's what they said, bro.
He is doing Ben-esque things.
That's what they said, man. So is he 7?
What? Come on, dude.
Why you saying like?
We're not doing that now. It's unfair to Kenny. We're not doing that, but. When you see the glimpses,
he got the same amount though. Already at the same age,
when you're seeing the clutch, I mean that's the thing we did love about Ben. So that comparison's legit. That little analogy, whatever you want to call it, of like this dude stepping up in fourth quarters.
That's what
this dude can lead a game-winning drive for you. Like that's what Ben did. Yeah. So we'll say that. But listen, Ben's first 2 years, he went 13-0 his rookie year, and then we won a Super Bowl our second year. So
I'm just saying. That's what the number said, bro. That's what the number said.
Hey, hold on though. Back to my predictions at the beginning of the year. What did I say? I said Kenny's gonna be.
You gotta outplay them dudes. You called it.
I said Kenny's gonna be in the top 3 when it comes down to I want to win a game. And I almost said very similar things that like Terry Bradshaw has been quoted as. Like they might not be the gaudiest of stats, but I want to win a game.
For sure.
This dude's gonna be able to pull it off, and he's trending in that direction. So we got a lot more games rest of the season. Then we also got the playoffs. So if you're asking me right now, could this dude pull off a nice playoff run in his second year? Yeah, why not? It's just you got to do it. Ben already did it. Dude won a Super Bowl his second year.
I know. I'm just when they pulled up.
But if I'm making
numbers,
the call, if
they pulled up the numbers.
If you're asking me if I think he can do it, yes, I think he is very capable of leading a deep playoff run.
All right, because that's what when they said that at this age with Ben, these are identical. I'm like, wait a minute now. He's still in the middle of his second season. It's not even finals yet.
I see. Here's the thing. I like that. I like that type of stuff because it makes me feel like Kenny is a Steeler quarterback. He belongs. It's tough to say. You keep doing this. You are in that Ben Bradshaw type of like gritty quarterback, underrated around the league. Maybe the stats aren't showing all these gaudy numbers and whatnot. Right. But like I think that's what a Steeler quarterback's all about. You just get it done. You
Blue
grit it
collar.
out. Blue collar. You're
Yeah.
tough. That's what Kenny's showing.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. I didn't know he had already got to that number. Right now, I'm like, dang, all right, we about to find out what's up there. Can you?
No, I like those stats.
He's sitting
I'm taking those as a positive.
Yeah, I'm like, it ain't like it's these numbers and we don't got like wins. It's like, nah, like these are winning stats. Like, yeah, it look good, baby. It look good, man.
I know it. Yeah, I know it is really early to be saying that, but I think there's something to this dude.
Think if it's real early, but he's
He
there right
reminds
now.
you of the Steeler great quarterbacks. I mean, the two we're talking about.
When it's gotta have it time. When it's clutch time, I don't care what happened early
does it have
on.
to be pretty?
When it's this time.
Yeah. Not afraid to take a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Can play some of
I
that
showed that
backyard
on
ball
multiple
too.
times too.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I get it's early, but Kenny feels like Steelers quarterback, man.
I like it, man.
In that regard.
I like it.
All right, let me get to some of these other ones here. JS, right?
Yeah. Shout out to
Stop
JS.
singing the Gambler song.
Man, I can't stop singing it. I get in trouble otherwise. Sorry. It's actually Deke that sings. I don't know why y'all think it's me all the time. It really be Deke. We turn the camera off and let him sing. Mm-hmm. Then we turn it back on. I start talking again.
Kyle Monier. Canada could win over Steeler fans by spicing it up and putting TJ at tight end. He's just an incredible athlete, especially in the red zone. He'd be lethal. That's not a terrible call. Texans did it with JJ.
They did, yeah.
We could use some help in the red zone.
They did.
But I'll TJ Watt. That confused the hell out of a defense. At least for a player or two.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to pass it to him, but
Yeah.
you don't like the idea.
Why you look at me like that, bro? That's cool. I just said, yeah. You selling my wife right there, bro. You don't like that? You just said, yeah. Why you say it like that? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, Deke. Why you treat me like this, man?
I'm just
I thought
asking.
we were friends. I thought it was better than that, man.
I thought you'd be more excited about putting TJ at tight end.
This is crazy, yo. No, I'm getting the Canada treatment. Man, this is nuts. All right. Jeez. I am excited. I just thought of Darnell Washington, and I'm like, we already got a dude down there. We
Moose
don't need
hurt.
to use that.
Moose
We
hurt.
use Darnell, man.
If we want a 2 tight end set, though, it'd be Darnell. Maybe you do a 3 tight end set.
Because I'm like, Connor is out there, yeah.
And then TJ on the outside.
But I'm with you, though. I like,
I think TJ would be more threatening than a Rodney Williams on the goal line.
I would agree with that. I definitely would. But yeah, I was just like, yo, if I'm gonna get me a target, man, can I get Darnell? I just want one jump ball. Can I at least get one first to just see what it looked like? Because I ain't even seen it. I'm just up top one time. But we do got the QB sneak action right now, and I don't even want to mess with that. So I'm like, as long as that's undefeated the way that's been working, we're gonna keep rolling with that, man. But shout out to my dog TJ though. So yes,
That's borderline
if
an asterisk
TJ
at this point.
You said what else?
That's borderline an asterisk. The QB sneak being
Stop
undefeated.
it! Don't you do that? It's undefeated.
Oh, I'm taking
It's
it.
undefeated.
Trust me, I'm taking it.
It's
And
undefeated.
I could care less. I'm apologizing to no
care.
one.
Absolutely not. I do not care. If y'all wanted it that bad, y'all should have called that time early in the game. If you felt like that, all right, or early in the half. Excuse me.
Because I got screwed the day before on a Pittsburgh football call.
You did.
So I guess it canceled out this weekend.
Yeah, it sucks. That definitely sucks.
That was the worst call
They hit you
I've
with?
seen in the history of me watching football. That
You
was the
know,
worst call
bro,
I've ever
they
seen.
hit you with the great irony. That's what that was. When this Wake Forest is, I'm just like, oh my God, this is terrible. I hate this call.
Oh wow, that's a good point.
It's the irony.
Because
Of it.
Kenny
I was
did the
like,
fake slide
yeah,
against Wake
Pitt
Forest.
versus Wake Forest. I'm like, yo, it's Pitt versus Wake Forest. This is nuts. And literally, this is the time where it cost them. Now, luckily for y'all, it didn't cost y'all in the Kenny game because we know the stakes were a lot higher in that one.
Yeah, but that was it's a first down. It's a
I'm with
first
you though,
down.
bro. I'm with you,
A
man.
dude slides 2 yards past the first down. He's
I'm
not
with
1
you,
yard
bro.
short.
I'm with you, bro.
Who the hell are those ACC refs? Because I saw a screenshot a day or two later up on Twitter.
Yeah.
There was a Florida State game. I think it was a Florida State player. Did a slide, had to go past the yellow line. He was a yard short. And they called it a first down for him. Pitt's quarterback was 2 yards past. Yet They called him short of the first down. It was literally the worst call I've ever seen.
Yeah, bro.
I've ever seen. And I've seen a ton of bad calls, trust me.
Yeah.
They've been happening a lot in Steeler games recently.
It'd be like that sometimes,
but
bro.
this Pitt call was the worst call I've ever seen in my football watching career.
It'd definitely be like that sometimes, man. Definitely be like that. But on a lighter note, at least, Jim, you took care of business on Thursday night.
Yeah, good for you guys.
You know,
I saw you got an easy opponent this week, too.
I don't even know who we played this week.
I saw it on the bottom ticker earlier. It's Old Dominion.
You said they're easy opponent. You know ODU's been actually 1A longer than us.
Well, the spread was like minus 19, JMU minus 20.
We don't control that, bro. You know they always have the spreads all over the place, man. They had this last game supposed to be 3.5. You seen what it was looking like at times. It was 20-2 up until a fluky return. So yeah, man. Which was another ugly. Like, how you get 2 points? We really gave up a safety. I can't stand
West Virginia lost, so that was nice.
Ooh,
I just wish that would have coincided with a Pitt win against Wake Forest.
You're right. That would have been fire.
Would have been nice. Well, it actually did happen. I'm sorry. We won the game. We won the game.
Okay,
our quarterback led a game-winning drive.
Bump it in.
We
won.
Got the first down.
Talk about it.
I can't be crazy for thinking that dude slid 2 yards past the first down mark, closed the game, and it happened.
Respect.
It actually happened, but for whatever reason, and this weird alternate universe I was watching TV, the play went on, and we punted it on 4th and 1, and yeah, Wake Forest scored pretty quickly.
Oh, respect, man. It'd be like that.
In my eyes, we won.
Respect. But, oh, hey now, 828 Stizzle just pulled up to the building. We will pause up. Shout out to 828, man. First off, we appreciate you from the heart, baby, from the heart. All right, my man says, for the culture, since I won't be on Super Chat much for the next month, got way too much work stacked up over here. So it's back to work, but I'm always listening. Hey, man, we appreciate you always tapping in with us, man. I know you're always cooking up something over there, man. So, yeah, because he done Tennessee. He was doing, was it Titans?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I feel like it was somebody else who told us he was working on.
I think he said the Colts.
That might be it, yeah. Now, because that's what it was. He said he's doing Shaq Leonard. Yep. Now, I salute you, 828, man. Keep doing your thing, baby. Keep doing your thing, man. Major respect, major love.
Well, speaking of the Titans, did you see the trade that just went through?
Mm-hmm. I like it for Edmonds. He'll like it down there. He'll fit with Vrabel. I think for the Eagles, I'm like, ooh, y'all really going back for it again. I like it. Because that's an aggressive move. And Kevin Byard, man, I like him. He going to get that rock. He get turnovers.
Well, some people are wondering if Edmonds is still available.
Oh. So we're going to put a call in? Because
like Edmonds was just a throw into the
Edmonds,
trade.
Bro. You know I'm Team Edmonds.
So you'd want him back.
Come on, bro. I never want
We can offer a 6th-rounder for Edmonds. Titans would do it. Would you do it if you're the Steelers?
You know I want Edmonds back, bro.
I would do it.
I never wanted him to leave. I've been a part of the minority the longest. I felt like what it was around Edmonds. And yeah, we see, or we can at least feel where his presence is being felt or is being missed, so to speak, man. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if you bring him in, you get to see Minka less up by the line of scrimmage, making less tackles at the line of scrimmage, helping in the run game. Because that's what Edmonds was traditionally for us. He was the garbage man. He was like our Draymond Green. Mm-hmm. Then you could have Minka free roaming back there.
And then when we go our 3 safety, they go back to the 3 safety version that we saw cooking when it was Edmonds, Minka, and Casey. Versus right now when we go Edmonds, or right now when we go Minka, Casey, Keanu, or last game we were going Minka, Casey, and Pat P. So, like I said, one just has a little, like I said, a lot more physicality when you bring Edmonds back into the fold.
Do you think we do it?
I don't put it past Omar. I really don't. I
don't think we're seeking it out.
That's what I'm saying. We would need something to happen for it to spark. Like,
because I think we've got some good games from our safeties these last couple with Minka, Casey, and Neal.
And outside of, like, somebody would need to get hurt because nobody's technically playing bad where you feel like if Casey or Keanu Neal were playing to the extent of like how Levi's played at times,
right?
I think it's a different conversation because we'll be looking at him and highlighting it and saying, you know what, we really have to fix this. We don't feel all the way like that right now. It's like, yo, could we be better here? Sure. But we know that that's not their strong suit. This is more their strong suit. But we haven't really had them opportunities, really pop up like that. So I don't think we will, but I would be all for it if we did. Like, I love Edmonds' game. I think he fits perfectly what we want. Like I said, everybody can't be going for interceptions. And right now, when you have a lot of the same body types, that's what you kind of get. Now, granted, we know KZ ain't ducking any smoke. He's shooting his body. He throws it out there, but it's different. It's a difference, man. But at the same time, we know KZ is way more ball savvy, way more, has a higher probability of creating turnovers. And that's something that Edmonds doesn't do.
Still waiting for those this year, though.
Unfortunately, that's the case. And the same with Levi Wallace. We say, well, Levi, he is a good corner that creates turnovers. That's what he's been doing throughout his career. This year, it hasn't happened as frequently.
Well, he got two in that Raiders.
And we talked about the Raiders, and everybody was like, well, he had 2 picks, so it wouldn't have been bad. And we're like, okay, we're glad he got them 2 picks, because otherwise it's like, yo, he gave up how many yardage? That's Levi, though. So right now with KZ, not to the full extent, but almost in that same, type of conversation, KZ, we know you're not the best tackler, but we know you're going to shoot your gun, which we love. We know you're going to come up there 100 miles an hour. Love that. But your bread and butter is turnovers. We need splash.
But I have the same sentiment. I don't think we're going to do it. I'd be for it. I'm just guessing this offseason the team decided to move on from Edmonds and prioritize KZ more, and then obviously they ended up signing Keanu Neal. And with them coming off of some pretty good games as a safety trio, I don't think they're going to mess up that chemistry.
Yeah.
Not saying it's right or wrong. I do think if you bring in Edmonds, it helps our defense. Like, he's a quality player. I think it helps Minka.
It helps I think there isn't a big negative to having Edmonds back, except for the fact that
a couple of those safeties are going to play less, like KZ or Neal.
Right. Well, it'll be Neal. Neal would play less because he's the similar body type to Edmonds. But to me, I just think the more Edmonds is out there, you just know you have a lesser probability of getting the splash turnover. Whereas with KZ, throughout his career, we've seen he has just a higher probability. If he's out there, something good can happen in terms of getting that football. So it just depends on, like I said, what you're looking for. It's like, do you want the guy that's going to get all the rebounds and make the mid-range, or you want that cat that can dunk on somebody and shoot threes? It's like, hey, man, one's a lot more exciting than the other one. That one is better for, like, the system, but this one, he could really turn up.
Again, still waiting for that with KZ, though.
He ain't got the dunk just yet. We gonna get the dunk. He had a couple where he was leaking out on the break, and it's like, yo, and we just missed him. He's like, all right.
Hey, he was getting those turnovers at a good clip last year.
Mm-hmm.
Fish Momentum, what's good? Moats and Deke, chat fam, what's good?
Man,
Missed you, Deke.
How
was Jerry Duty? Ambition Live at Craft House, November 3rd, 2023, 8 p.m.
Go.
Pull up.
Let's
Jack Myers Jr.
Shout out to Jack Myers Jr. too, man, for the culture.
Yeah, Jerry Duty was how most of you guys experience it. It's just you're sitting there for a while, but I think that's how we do it. It's America.
Respect, man.
Yeah, I'm there.
Respect.
Sometimes you got to be inconvenienced for the good of the country, the good of the county.
Yeah, see, Deke, I stand with you on that. Sometimes you need to be inconvenienced, man, for the good of the people, man. I wish, man. Yes, absolutely.
Can't stand when people don't show.
I'm with you, bro. I wish somebody would act like they can't be inconvenienced for the county. Boy, what type of person are you, man? I can't stand them type of people, man. I'm with you, bro.
Tomlin definitely going to have a talk with Pickens this week. Can't have bad penalties like that. Big game on Sunday. We'd silence a lot of haters with a dub.
Yeah, you're accurate, man. Coach T definitely going to talk to him. That's one of the things, man. You got to be smart. You passionate, you fired up, we love it. Turn up, but be smart. It's the difference between you celebrating a play and you taunting. There's a difference between you being aggressive and you making a bonehead play. I think those are some of the things that for Pickens, he's just kind of learning right now because he's still very young in this league. But like I said, as a whole, though, man, Coach T is kind of funny in them situations because he's going to get on them and talk about it. But at the same time, Coach T is a realist, and he's like, yo, you balled out. So this isn't acceptable. But at the same time, the NFL is going to find you anyways. So they're going to take money out your pocket. if I really want to come in and hurt you, I can find you as well. I don't got to double dip you, though. You getting hit once by them, grow up. And that's kind of the conversation. He ain't going to treat him like a bad puppy and keep rubbing his face and, oh, man, I can't believe you, Pickens. I can't believe you did that pick. Nah, that ain't going to be his energy. But like I said, man, these are grown men. And Coach T is not a big dude that wants to spend a lot of time on rules. He talks about that all the time. If I'm coaching you on rules, I got the wrong group in here. You need to be smart enough. You need to be disciplined enough. You need to be mature enough to do your job at the best of your ability without killing us as a team in the process, man. So, yeah, he going to get to him, but it ain't going to be this drown-out thing. But I do anticipate Pickens, whether it be from that conversation or from that FedEx that's going to be sitting on his stool. Is it Wednesday? Yeah. Tomorrow, about, right when you get out of practice. Yep. You should be sitting right there, Deke. You be like, oh, where's that from? Park. Oh, something Park Drive. Something New York. You be like, oh, I don't want that one. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's the reality of it though, man. But he gonna be straight though. Like I said, those are aggressive dog type stuff. It's not the other type of stuff. So we can coach that. We can work with that.
Yeah, I don't think Tomlin. There was a quote that came out from his press conference today. He said, "We weren't ready for the tenor of the refs and how they were going to be calling it like that." So I don't think he's trying to make it a big deal and point out the players in public for the media or anything. But I'm sure he will take care of business behind the scenes.
Yeah, and what he's basically saying, which is low key a seeking comfort by Coach T, if we really going to be real about it. He's basically saying, like, I didn't know those referees were going to be a little bit quicker to call some of that stuff. Whereas some referees, we've seen it, they'll let you pretty much fight a dude out there. As long as you don't throw a full-on punch, it's okay. And other times, they call every little thing. So you like, I ain't know it was going to be like that today. All right, cool. But at the end of the day, you like, bruh, you still know you can't do certain things. Don't even make it close.
I do think a lot of the calls were really soft. The one on Deontay was ridiculous. He just puts up the silence.
It wasn't that he put the silence. Which direction and who is he doing it towards? That's the part where we try to play naive. We all know exactly who he was talking to.
I don't like that.
But you know who he was talking to.
Oh, I know. But after a good catch on it, dude, it's football.
I'm with you, but they don't want fights. Fans don't want to see fights. We talked about the soccer mom, the casual viewer. They don't need to see that barbaric side that come out.
I didn't like the Pickens crackback block either.
I'm with you. But 10 years ago, that was football. We know now you can't crack back like that no more. He ain't even trying to kill him, but you can't.
I know. No more. Did he do shoulder to shoulder?
Yeah, but you can't block back though. That's their thing to protect the defenders, man.
It's sad.
You know, I mean, it's part of your Heinz Wards and your Jujus. Think about it. These rules are stuff that was created from them type of blow up blocks. Because they say when we talk about a defenseless receiver, for the defender, everybody on our side is behind us. So if you coming from behind me to crack back me, you could low key kill me if you wanted to, because I just am not expecting you. I'm only expecting my team. So that's kind of why that rule is that. No different when that receiver's coming across the middle and his eyes are looking at this receiver, and we like, hey, defender, it's on you to not kill that guy because he can't see you, but you can see him. That's why.
I'm actually kind of with Tomlin on this one. It's like, I didn't know the refs were going to be calling this many soft penalties, but at the same time, the NFL as a whole has gone in the soft direction with these calls. So the safe way to go about it is just go Larry Fitzgerald approach. Just hand the ball to the ref and get back to the huddle.
Has there ever been anything wrong with that?
Yeah, because you're not going to hurt the team.
So which one would you rather have?
I'm also with Tomlin and saying, like, you want dogs on the team. Like, you want dudes that are getting hyped and having that type of emotion.
Because he handed the ball off?
Yeah, you got to channel it. I mean, this could be a learning lesson.
That's my thing, yeah. I'm like, man, it's
like we just can't have any of these taunting penalties or any of this stuff pop up in bigger games. All these games are big, though.
But Deke, think about it.
We're fighting for an AFC playoff spot.
But Deke, think about it, right? It's not a rule that you can't say shush on the field. There isn't a rule that you can't go slime first down on the field. The rule is you cannot do it directed towards an opponent because that is taunting. And they don't want the fights to happen. They don't want the Odells and the Josh Normans. They don't want the Cortland Finnegans and Andre Johnson situations. But when you taunt, or if you barking back and forth, everybody a dog out there, or it's a lot of dogs out there. So when you keep barking at a dog eventually gonna bark back, and then enough time of barking, somebody gonna bite. And that's what the NFL doesn't want, because that is terrible for the optics, terrible for the bottom line. But for the fans, y'all see that moment of, yeah, you caught that pass on them, get up and talk crazy. But I'm looking over here like that competitor's like, okay, I'll break your leg. I'll break your hand off. Like, that's where their mind goes. But for fans, y'all don't think of it like that. You're just like, yo, man, just celebrate, man. That's all good. That defender's like, okay, come across the middle. Next time I'm going to take his knee out. All right, next time I just headshot him. I don't even care about the fine. It don't matter. Like, that's the stuff they don't want it to escalate to. So, like I said, it is soft. I'm with you. But they're being proactive because they don't want this thing to turn into potentially something else.
Sure. So, yeah, figure
They
out how to
want
do
the money, man.
celebrations geared towards no one then. Yeah.
Yeah, just when the Kello's walking that way, just turn that way and do the same celebration, and it's fine, man. But we know this, Deke. You come on, man. You know that. They brought it up. Talib versus Crabtree. That's another prime example, bro. They let them boys keep going. They keep going at it, and then it's like, yo, they're going to kill each other out here. And it wasn't just one game. It was multiple games for different teams. You like, bro, yep, they're going to kill each other. Y'all better not let him celebrate. All right, if he bark at him, you know he's coming right back at this cat. All right, shut the game down. Them dudes up here, you can't even run a play. They over here dragging each other out, sidelines rumbling. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Chase Grieve. Pittsburgh needs a top cornerback next to JP if they want a lockdown defense. Go get a top guy.
I mean,
sure.
We know that. The option is, do you go super aggressive, heavy-handed, mortgage the future to do it right now, or do you wait till the draft or free agency in the offseason? That's, kind of the mindset with it. How you feeling on it, though?
Yeah, if you can get Surtain, do it. You get a J.C. Horn, do it. Like, those are the type of guys.
So you would mortgage the future for right now?
I think you're also getting future cornerbacks, though. Guys that are still young, that are going to be in their prime. Yeah, I would do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it would help out the secondary.
For sure.
I think by doing that, you're probably just benching Levi, and then you got Surtain or Horn out there, JPJ and Pat P. That's the rotation you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
Defense would be lethal.
Oddly enough, I want to do it, man. I don't want to give up a ton right now. I like where we're at. I like how we're growing and developing. I want to fight with what I got right now. But all season, I'm definitely going to do whatever I have to get me something like elite. But I just think that I could do it better than right now in season. I just think it's a lot that I'm going to have to give up to get it. And it's just a lot of moving pieces of now learn this on the moving. Learn our defense on the fly. We got to learn how we're going to use you on the fly. He's a dope player without a doubt. But it's just those type of things that I think of where I'm just like, this is all while we're still hoping that the offense is going to keep progressing. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's just me, though. Like, I would much rather just, wait, hard build, hard reset it up, or however I was going to approach it this offseason once I have more clarity on what this offense looks like.
I don't think there's a wrong approach for it because, yeah, we could draft a young corner in the first or second round, pair him with JP, or, yeah, I don't even know who's going to be a free agent. Yeah, I guess you could go that approach too. I would probably prefer just to get another young guy in here, go first or second round.
Yeah.
But like I said, if you got a Surtain, he's your future too. You got him for the next 6-7 years. If that does mean giving up a couple first rounders, you got a guy that's already proven, but is still that's just scratching the surface of what he's going to be.
I think the weird part for me is the dilemma of...
He should be able to help now. I get what you're saying about the unfamiliarity with the system,
but hope now. I'm with you.
I'd assume he'd be better than Levi.
This is my thing. I'm just like, if the ask is multiple first, is that worth it right now with our current situation versus me, just like you just said, I can spend one first or 1 second and get me a guy. I don't know. I think I'm leaning there. Now, unless you feel like this team is literally one corner away, if that's what you think, then I think that does change the dynamic of it in terms of the thought process. I just don't think we're just one corner away. I think we still have growing stuff that we're going through offensively. And I think that that's still going to continue. I think defensively, we're still going through some figuring out personnel in terms of what JPJ truly is. He's starting to play more and more. We're seeing more and more of that. But it's like, I still want to see what that is all the way. So that's why I'm just like, I don't know if I want to just give up a ton of stuff in terms of assets for Surtain right now, when I don't think that it's like that's the only thing that we're away from.
Maybe Darius Rush plays more down the line.
That's another one.
No, but I'd be 100% for trading for Surtain. Him, Horn.
Horn is cheaper.
That
Horn
dude
is
from the
cheaper,
Bears.
man.
Yeah, if you want to go
Horn is
more
cheaper.
cost efficient approach, you could go
Right.
Horn. You
Horn
could
is
go
cheaper. I
Jalen
like
Johnson
Horn.
from the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Johnson dude from
Yeah.
the Bears, he's at the end of his contract, so maybe you give him a third or a fourth.
Yeah,
He'd be a 1 year rental
I'm just
because
not
then he's
trying to
due
do the
for
multiple
he's
first,
due for a
man.
new contract after this year. But he's been playing good. This has been his best season. Like, he's in his prime, and then you can see how he plays. If he continues to ball out, maybe the Steelers are the team to give him like a 2-3 year extension.
Which I would be cool with that, man. I just feel like with Surtain, it's going to cost, man. I think it's going to cost.
It will.
I think it's going to be a steep price. And I don't personally think we need to do that. I like J.C. Horn. I think he's cheaper. Obviously, we know the injuries. So that's the reason why he's cheaper.
What about a Marcus Peters?
I like Marcus. He's just old. We know exactly what Marcus Peters is, though. Marcus Peters.
Would you prefer him over Levi? Like, if we gave up a late round pick for Marcus?
Marcus Peters is a better player than Levi, though. We acting like Marcus Peters and Levi have been like equal. Marcus
I'm just
Peters
throwing out some cost-effective options. He
right,
could
but
be in the
Marcus
mix.
Peters is a better player. Yeah.
Give a late round pick for him.
Marcus Peters is a former All-Pro Pro Boy. Levi's never been that, man. Like, we're talking Marcus Peters, bro, of course.
I'm just saying, yeah, you
I
could
wouldn't spend a lot on
maybe
Marcus
throw
Peters, though.
them like a 5th round pick because
Yeah.
this is the only year he's got with the Raiders.
Right.
Signed a 1 year deal.
And I also know Marcus Peters, like, you got to be, just make sure he buttoned up. That's not the same locker room vibe as Levi Wallace. So we got to make sure that you rocking with it accordingly. No, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Right.
But as long as we are all on the same page with him here, it could work. But he's just a different type of vibe than a Levi or even a Minka, where they're more quiet, chill, reserved. We buttoned up by the book. We know Marcus Peters. He's a little bit more expressive.
Getting some Buda Baker action in the chat.
I like
I am
Buddha.
prime.
I like Buddha. But now we going back to the safety spot then.
Yeah, I don't think that's a need we should be forking up a lot for right now.
And
if it's Terrell Edmonds for a late pick, sure. But Buda Baker with contract and
I'm looking at
might just be too much.
And I'm looking at the vibe of them too. I'm like, how's that body type different than what we have with Casey? Like, he's a way more talented player than Casey. But I'm like, we still don't have like the person that's supposed to help Minka not have to do all this box work.
Right.
Like, I feel like that definitely puts Minka like almost exclusively as the box safety.
Jeremy Chin from the Panthers.
What do you think is more of a need
He's
right
hurt
now?
though.
What do you think
He's
is more
like
of the
Horn.
need?
He's hurt right now.
What do you think is more of the need, the safety or the corner?
I'd go corner for
Me too.
sure.
Yeah.
But if we're just feeling ourselves and want to splurge a little bit, and maybe we could use a little extra help with safety here. I'd do it. If we're just looking to make a move.
Right,
If we're
'cause
just
I'm like,
looking
if we're
to
trying
do
to make a move,
something.
we got what, we got a week left?
Just to make upgrades in general.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the positions I would go. I mean, safety.
I'm probably going
safety even in the top
first.
5.
I'm going corner first.
A lot of people are bringing up center.
See, I'm not tripping on center.
You
bro.
think Cole's just getting better as we go? Yeah, because that's my
I'm not
question
tripping
is
on
like,
Cole.
who are we bringing in that's that definitive an upgrade over
Yeah.
Cole? Like, whatever center's available, probably not that
They're
amazing.
available for a reason. Yeah. Unless you're trading. Now, if you're talking trade, but once again, what are you trying to give up for a proven commodity at center? Because if he's proven, he's going to cost.
So I don't know what the big glaring need
Am I
is
missing
after corner.
How did Mason play last week? Did he not? Like, I know Baltimore wasn't the best situation.
No, he was good. I thought
That's
the
what I'm
O-line as
saying,
a whole was pretty good. Yeah, after corner, maybe it is safety.
And Big Jinx
Maybe it is like box safety, a Terrell Edmonds or a Jeremy Chin type.
Yeah. Because I say Big Jinx 412 brought up a good point when he was saying that center is hard to just plug in in terms of, they need the continuity element of it with the offensive line because they all work together. And it's literally all pass or all fail. It can't be, hey, man, I look good. I blocked my guy, but you gave up a sack. It don't matter. O-line was bad. You got to give up a sack. That's real. Yeah.
Tight end.
Depending on how long Moof is out.
He's out 4 weeks.
Is it just 4 weeks?
He's on IR.
Because I'm like, they didn't say he needed surgery, so we know it didn't get pulled off the bone. So that's good.
Although, the little Connor Hayward, Darnell Washington combo worked last week.
Connor straight, bro. Connor got a little roll they carved out for himself, man. A little Swiss Army knife back there.
So, like, the guys I would want to trade for, someone like Mike Gesicki. How does that work when Muth gets healthy, though?
You trying to be funny?
What?
Oh, you bring up Gesicki of all tight ends. Wait, Gesicki.
What do you mean?
What
about him?
All right, nothing.
Oh, damn.
So damn. I'm so trying to be like, what you talking
No,
about?
I
Like,
had
bro, that's crazy.
Gesicki as a trade target for the Steelers like a week or two ago.
Bro.
That just
I'm
coincidentally
like, man, you ain't
happened.
said Gesicki all year. No, it says Gesicki. I'm like, bro,
He was
what?
a trade target a week or two ago.
Yeah.
He was. Because the Patriots sucked.
Yeah.
And he's only on a one-year deal
Okay.
up there. So he would be a trade target.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But now they won, so now they're probably feeling good about themselves. They might not want to trade him.
Get him out of there. I can't
That's how
stand
things happen on a week-to-week basis.
It is.
Stocks go up, stocks
It
go
is.
down. Potential trades
It's
that
like,
you
bro,
think would have
that's
happened last
crazy,
week,
man.
not available this week.
Like, man,
It's just like fantasy football.
Gesicki, well, the tight ends. That's the one you want to bring up this week. You could. I see Kyle Pitts name brought up. You ain't say Kyle Pitts. That's crazy.
Now they're starting to feature him more.
That's crazy.
Kyle Pitts is definitely one for sure.
Yeah.
But now they're starting to use him.
Who else was out there?
Tommy Tremble, maybe. That was another name I brought up. Panthers suck. Could be a good depth tight end for us.
No.
We liked him coming out.
Dawson Knox would have been one. He got hurt though, man.
Bills got him on the block like that.
It's Dalton Kincaid, the first rounder.
Yeah, they don't want to do the 2 tight end sets.
No, they're doing it, but I'm just saying, if we were talking trade options, who would be trade bait? That's the type of person that becomes trade bait. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then he just got hurt. So I'm like,
Some
that
are bringing
changes
up
that,
Dan
yeah.
Moore.
Right.
What could you get? I mean, it'd have to be a corner. If you told me we traded Dan Moore for Johnson for the Bears, I'd do it. I don't know if they need a left tackle like that, but
Right.
Dan Moore and 5th, I'd do it. It makes sense. Then you could just start Broderick. And
Dan did play well.
I know. I was gonna
He
say
played
he's
well,
coming
man.
off of
Stock up. He played
one of his
well,
better
bro.
games.
Yeah.
Give him credit there. But as TG will say whenever he comes on the phones, that's the time to trade him. Stock up.
Yeah.
We put that tape out there.
I'm immature. Just leave me alone, man. I'm immature, bro. Immature. Get my life together. Ay. He's not calling today. He's gonna call tomorrow.
No, I know.
I don't like what you said.
What?
When he's gonna call us on the phone. I don't know what you were talking. I guess I'm immature, bro. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Anywho, I'm focused. I'm locked in now.
Next, we got Nappy Steeler Nation Heavy up here in Rhode Island. Shout out to Deke and Moats holding it down.
Let's go, man. Shout out to Rhode Island, man. One time for the culture too, baby. I like the little avatar too, man. Let's get it.
How about this one? I am Prime, Jair Alexander.
Of course, who wouldn't want Jair? I think.
Dan Moore in a second.
Who do you think costs more though, Jair or Patrick Surtain? Bruh?
They need some left tackle help. Bakhtiari is always hurt.
Yeah. Surtain is younger. It's still gonna be a first and something though.
For Surtain?
No, I'm saying for Alexander, because he's another one, but he's still in his prime.
First and
Proven.
more.
That might could work. And then whatever the contract is, we obviously biting that because
you
he's
take on,
paid, yeah. What's the Packers situation right now though?
They suck.
No, I know they suck, but are they in full on fire sale mode? Because I look at the Broncos and we're like, all right, are y'all in fire sale mode? What y'all doing?
Packers should be.
Because I'm like, if you
It's being brought up. It's being brought up on some of these blogs.
Okay, because I'm like, I could
It's
see
being considered.
Because I could definitely see if you would have to have a first in it for a Jair Alexander though. You would
LombardiAvenue.com says 3 Jair Alexander trade packages the Packers can't refuse.
Read them up. Let's see what it says, man. Let's see what they talking about.
Right.
Because he's a dog, bro. I like his game a lot, man. I like him a lot. Man-to-man dude. He ain't afraid to tackle. He can talk crazy to you, but he's paid, bro. He's proven. He's that guy.
This title wasn't lying. This is a Packers-Eagles trade.
Mm-hmm.
Packers trade Alexander to the Eagles, and they get from the Eagles 2 first-round picks and a second.
Yeah. That's no player involved, and that's NFC. So you might see that if you were to ever get back and get relevant.
They got the Bills doing a trade with Packers.
It's probably going to be multiple because, well,
Elam and 2 first-round picks.
100%. And if I'm Buffalo, I would do it 100%, bro.
You would do that if you're Buffalo.
Elam's a former first-rounder, bro, from 2 years ago. He's struggling. He struggles at times. Well, a lot of times he's struggling.
2 first-rounders in Elam.
And because Trey White is hurt for the year. So you're done in terms of you're not going to get your all-pro back.
Basically, they're saying, because here's the last one, Miami and Green Bay. Miami gives up 2 firsts and Cam Smith.
Mm-hmm.
I think wasn't he their second-round pick this year?
Uh-huh.
And then Miami gets Alexander and a 4th-rounder.
Yeah.
Basically this
That's what I'm
Packers
saying, like,
blog is saying you got to give up 2 firsts for him.
Because he's proven. We said proven in his prime. One of the premier lockdown corners. Like when you talk Darius Slade, when you talk Jalen Ramsey, Jair Alexander is in that same, the elite of the elites at that position. Surtain, the elite of the elites at that position. Yeah.
I Am Prime brings up Dan Moore and Mitch for Jair.
You would still have to throw a first in there, though,
Packers
man.
could use a quarterback. Yeah. Mitch is familiar with the division.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's real familiar, man.
I'd do that.
But you got to throw a first in there, though.
Throw first. I don't even know if they do that. If they're actually looking for 2 firsts. But yeah. It could be something we toss in together.
Who would you rather have, though, if you're them? You would much rather have the capital than the personnel. If I'm giving up on Jair Alexander,
you're basically saying we're done.
Building around them. Yeah,
you're saying we're done for the year.
Right. Yeah, keep your players. Just give me your picks, man.
C.J. Henderson for a 3rd.
Interesting. I don't know if C.J. is gonna just come here and just like be the perfect.
Is he any good?
That's what I'm saying. Like I haven't watched him enough to know that. Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna come in here and instantly we're there.
Yeah, if it was something late, take a flyer. I wouldn't be opposed. John Easton says, Big Ken vibes. Do we trade for a cornerback? If so, who? Well, we've been talking about that a lot.
We've definitely been actually, I'm kind of glad we're talking about it because it is intriguing. No, with the deadline upon us or not far away.
6-7 days away, I think.
Was it the 2nd, right?
I thought it was last day in October. Is October 31 days?
Oh, excuse me. You're right. That's Tuesday then. Next Tuesday. Yeah, next Tuesday.
12th Wonder, what up, Moats and Deke? Our offense is extremely weird, man. Number 8 transforms into Clutch Kenny in the 4th, and it's mind-boggling at this point. Good team won.
Yes. That definitely is the case. We'll just call it the steal away. You know that, man. We always got to give you a little heart attack. Got to make it a little interesting. If we just blew everybody out and Kenny looked great for all 4 quarters, it would be no fun. Y'all wouldn't even want to listen to me and Deke talk. So we are actually glad that they make it this rocky road, all right? As long as it's ending with a dub, though.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're doing this year. Like, and I even felt it in the Rams game after the first, 2.5 quarters. Said to myself, this is really what we're going to be. Is this another 9-8 specialty? This is what the offense is going to continue to look like. Coming off the bye, we're only going to put 3 points up at half. And, again, there were signs that made me a little bit optimistic. But, again, 3 points was 3 points. And I'm just looking at the scoreboard and saying to myself, really? This is it. This was all the bye changes and whatnot. This is what I got to look forward to. This is where we're at. All of a sudden, 4th quarter hits. Super Bowl contenders.
That motion, pre-snap shit. I'm like, bruh.
Super Bowl contenders. Super Bowl contenders.
Yo.
It's like insanity, but it's beautiful at the same time. It's a masterpiece. It's an artwork. Whatever you want to say.
What is this? I don't know how we got here, but I love it. I think I love it. Do I hate it? I think I hate parts of it, but I love it.
I'm actually getting addicted to this.
It's weird, bro.
I'm starting to like doing it this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, were you a part of the chosen few that went from the Fire Canada to Higher Canada? Because we've been seeing that out there. I just didn't know you were part of that. The Higher Canadas.
I said that in the Raiders game. I just know Canada's going to be here for the rest of the year, so it is what it is. I'll give them credit for this, but am I going to do the higher Canada thing again?
Not yet.
Whatever. Do it again.
Are you there?
Give me a month. Give me
all right.
give me like a month.
It's
and
not
a
a
half or
hard
something.
no. It's not a hard no. That's positive right there, Deke. We've come a long way, man. We've come a long way. It's positive right there, man. It's not a hard no.
Again, I said higher Canada after the Raiders game,
You
but
did,
then
man.
we got the Texans game and that
You did.
3.5 quarters of the Ravens game that flipped me to the other way really quick. Actually, it was just the Texans game. All I needed
That's
was
what
the
it was. It was
Texans
Texans
game.
game, bro.
Texans game, and I said,
Yeah.
"Yep, I'm done.
Yep.
Let's move
You
on."
lost your mind. He was like, I'm done. I hate it. Yep.
8-2-8 style. I come to realize that it was the players not executing plays. There's no possible way that an OC who is no good becomes good in 2 weeks. Players did their job with the plays that were not being executed previously. Plus 18 was back.
That's the weirdness of this team, man. That's some weirdness, man. Because it's like, were they good? Were they not good? Was it execution? Was it not execution? Was a little bit of both?
I think Deontay being back helps.
Right. That's what I'm
Yeah.
like. You bring up. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I think Canada, for whatever reason, was just the coaching staff as a whole, even too. Good adjustments at halftime. That's been a knock. That's been a reputation for Tomlin that we don't make good adjustments. But I feel like we've been making a lot of good adjustments over these last 2-3 years for second halves.
Mm-hmm. We do.
Again, I would just like the game script coming out the gate to be a little bit better. Like why are we waiting so long for?
So did you see the theory that said that at halftime Canada snuck into the Rams locker room and stole McVay's playbook and left his playbook over there? So maybe what we need to do is just have somebody
Who came
steal.
up with this one?
That's, man, you know they be out here. It's on the internet, man. It's on one of them Reddits, bro. One of them things. All right. So maybe we just need to ahead of time go ahead and steal this playbook, the whole one, so we get the first and the second half for this Jaguars game, bro. Kind of like the Water Boy when he was like, "Yo, that's my favorite notebook with the plays in it." So yeah, man.
At least in this Rams game, it looked like we did have a little bit better of a game script, a game plan for the offense going in, because we wouldn't have had that drive in the first quarter if not.
It wasn't. Yeah.
Because we haven't seen any of that thus far this season
It's
with the
been
offense.
3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. And
Raiders game maybe. I don't know when we scored that Calvin Austin touchdown in the Raiders. It might have been under first
early.
quarter.
It was early.
Yeah.
But it was definitely after a 3 and out, though.
Yeah, this is the first time I actually got to see the offense move the ball the way that they did in the first quarter, first half, as opposed to all those other times this season.
Yeah.
8-2-8 style, newsflash, 5-7 doesn't get enough credit. Hashtag beast.
No, Montravius, man, I thought he had a heck of a game. This
best
past
game with the team.
Yeah, and it was definitely needed. We played a lot of nickel, played a lot of that small ball out there, and largely we were able to do that because of Montravius winning that 1-on-1, man. Anytime they tried to run that rock, he was being disruptive, and even though they did have some success running the ball, it was because of us playing the style of defense we were playing. We said we're not going to allow the receivers to just kill us the whole daggone game. We're going to stop some of the bleeding, but you're going to have to run that ball to beat us. And I thought Montravius did an excellent job, man, of, like I said, making enough plays to keep the Rams from fully trying to just, hand it off. They never really committed to it. And part of that, like I said, I do feel like a big part of that was because of Montravius' production with that.
Fish Momentum Ambition Steelers pregame show, November 12th, 10 a.m., Stage AE. It's free. Come through, Moats and Deke. Jaguars Week. Let's go. Hashtag Fire Matt Canada. Hashtag Steelers Sabotage.
There it is. You heard him.
Still on the Fire Canada.
You heard
I
him.
appreciate that.
You heard him. Man of the people right there.
I'm
Consistent.
not right now. I liked what I saw. So we give him another week.
All right. One more week.
AJ Martinez gifted him.
Hold on. Do you think he gets booed in the first quarter of this game? Think about it. Last time we was at home, we booed him in the first quarter. I think it was like the first drive.
If the offense looks like what it did in the Ravens, Texans, and Browns game, yeah.
Okay.
I'd
seeing everything that you just
I'd
saw,
give it 2 series though. I'd give it
like that's crazy, bro.
I'd give it 2 series. I don't think it'll be in the first 2 series, but yeah, if the third series comes out flat after the first 2 series are flat, then yeah, third series.
Even though everybody and their mom know we're third, fourth quarter tied.
I think it's just all part of the equation now.
Okay.
Yeah, get the booze out first half, first quarter, and then we come back and then we cheer. I think Canada will start appreciating it too.
All right.
It's just the whole artwork that everyone's putting together. The fans,
Yeah.
the coaches, the players. We're just all in on it. Let's just appreciate it.
Okay. Respect, bro. Respect.
Appreciate where we are.
You know me. I'm tapped in, man. I'm just enjoying myself, man.
AJ Martinez gifted a Moats membership to DCLZ.
Shout out to AJ Martinez, been a rock star at life in DCLZ. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
President Nitty, see y'all at 4:30 a.m. What's up, chat? Hashtag best pod, hashtag save Canada, and hashtag 22.
Shout out, and more shout out. What the heck is at 4:30 a.m. though, bro? No, he's saying see y'all at 4:30. No, he said a.m. because it's 4:37 p.m. when he sent that chat. What's at 4:30 a.m., bro?
Not sure.
I don't think I'm going to be there at 4:30 a.m. But either way, salute to all you, though, man. President Nitty, you know what time it is, man. Absolutely. And shout out to 22, man. Shout out to Naj.
Yeah.
Naj balled out. He did his thing, man. Hey, if you going to call the you and Mason Cole tag team meeting with Canada and say, this is the plays that we want you to run. This is what we need to do.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for bringing that up. Maybe that's why the offense was looking kind of good
Come
this
on, man.
week.
If you're going to come in with these recommendations, we need – because you think about them, the three people that are under the most – well, not the most heat because obviously Kenny, but when you think Canada, Cole, and Najee, you can make a case. Them top three. Yeah.
Right.
Or at least in the conversation for top three.
I'd
depending on where you put Kenny.
I'd put Kenny in there
He's on the
before this
Kenny's
week.
definitely on the Mount Rushmore. But those are
the guys that were getting the most heat on
Right.
the offense, you're saying.
Yeah. But I'm like, man, y'all had the meetings of the minds. I'm glad that it actually looked a lot better because otherwise they surely would have crucified them too, man. But I salute Naj, man. Salute. And I know that's not easy on him. Former first rounder, you back in Cali, and everybody is talking about 30 train. The commentators talk about the 30 train, you know, but
They both look good.
They did, absolutely, man. And I thought that even with Jalen looking good and Najee not being able to be as shifty as Jalen, Najee looked good in his own way. It was that power, the nasty, I'm going to bark at you, I'm going to talk smack to you after the plays, I'm up in your face, and it's like, Naj, that works for you,
We need
man.
more of that.
Right.
Stop
that
the stretch
works
runs
for you, man.
when it's not supposed to be a stretch run.
Aggressive. We need black Air Force energy from Najee.
Again, I think it's, wait till it hits 45, 40 degrees.
Right, because right now he's kind of in white Air Force energy. He's like, yo, Jalen Warren, that's white Air Force energy. That can go on you. We need Najee in that black Air Force energy, that one where it's like, yo, I don't want to see this dude in the hole.
8-2-8 style. I catch myself yelling at 8 for 3/4 of a game. Same way I used to yell at 7 in his early years, but he always rallied in the fourth. Early 7 was that woman you hated to love, but you knew you didn't want anyone else.
Okay. Respect. Hey, man, you got to be careful in the relationships, man, all right? You got to be careful in the relationships, baby.
I don't think he's given Ben enough credit for the first 3 quarters in his first couple years.
Man. Don't you do that, man.
He's not giving Ben enough
Stop
credit.
that, man. Don't
I'm
do that,
telling you,
man.
he's
Stop
not.
that, man. 8-2-8 style. He been watching games since his whole life. Come on,
We just
man.
ran the ball a lot. Ben was, he had the best, I think it might have been TD to interception ratio one of his first 2 years. And then the other stat he had in those first 2 years was the best yards per attempt, I think, down the field.
Okay.
Yards per completion. It was something like that. Yeah.
Because Kenny about to pass him in terms of fourth quarter comeback drives, game-winning drives. Kenny about to pass that now.
I want that to happen.
He passed that this week.
I want him to surpass Ben in Super Bowls. I want him to just completely go off.
Come on, man.
Mike Schrader, welcome to the upper room.
Shut up. Yo, let's go.
Has joined the upper room.
Let's go, Deke.
No.
Deke, let's go, bro.
There's nothing to
Let's go,
celebrate
Deke.
there.
That was fire.
It's
You
not.
just linked into that.
I just read
it.
Sometimes it happens.
Mike, you are a chosen one, man. That's like getting a golden ticket at Willy Wonka right there, man. Dang, Deke really. Yo, let's go. Let's go. See, you never know, man. You never know. Deke's man of the people. I told y'all that.
Brian Lee, did y'all see Blueface try to bribe Press and Kuntz to sell the game?
Yeah. Please, keep him away. Keep him away. Y'all stay away from that. But I did see it though.
Is he a Rams fan?
I don't know. He's from LA though.
Okay.
He might be a Rams fan. But he like blue. He's big on blue. Big on blue.
We got Chase. DJ, GP, and KP8 is going to get consistent earlier. Thoughts on the trade for Patrick Surtain? Is it worth 2 first? Jalen Johnson or Buddha? Move to box safety. Free up Mink, Pat P, and Levi stock down. KZ to slot. Hashtag Omar.
All right.
There's a lot going on there.
Why you say it like that, bro? There's a lot going on right there.
Yeah, but we've talked about a lot of this. Trade for Patrick Surtain. I say, yeah, go for it. Give the 2 first up. Or Jalen Johnson, if you want to do the more cost-effective or cost-efficient approach, sure.
Time out, though. If it's just 2 far, I don't think it's just 2 first for Surtain. It's 2 first for Jair Alexander, bro. I don't see it just being 2 first for Surtain. I feel like Surtain, he's still worth more because he's the younger player.
We'll see what Omar can do.
Yeah, we got to see what Omar can do. If it could just be for 2,
two
if
first
it's
and
just
a
2,
damn
that's
more?
fire. Now I see you threw the damn 1. All right. Okay.
Yeah, give him a player.
Okay.
I don't know if they need a left tackle, but
Okay.
sell him on that. Moore's been starting a lot. He's been our starter these last 2.5
He can
seasons.
protect Russ better than anybody. Let Russ cook. Let him help you.
Yeah.
They call him for Devin White. I don't think we need Devin White.
No.
We good on linebacker right now.
No.
Buddha moved to box safety.
Yeah, I think Terrell Edmonds would be the guy
Yeah.
when you're talking about filling 2 different. Basically being what he was already here in Pittsburgh. Filling 2 different types of roles. He
Right.
could be that box linebacker type for us when we need him to. I don't think we need him like that much because Quan Alexander's been balling out.
Yeah.
But if you do, he can do that for you, and then also just be that more physical safety, the good complement to Minka.
And he's been
And
durable.
you can move him up a little
Yeah.
bit more. Right.
And we know he's durable. That's the other, really good thing with him too, man.
KZ to slot. Anything? We talked Buddha too. Yeah. Good comment, though.
I like it. Yeah. I definitely like it.
Next, we got
Shout out to Omar. though.
Risque
Omar gonna find a way,
OG
man.
has joined the upper room.
Shout out to Risque OG. And welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You ain't want to give him the, you want to welcome him?
That's
Welcome
not
him
my
last-
thing.
You did last time? You was
Nah.
like so natural with the last time, bro. I was like, dang, Deke, like,
I
let's
didn't
go,
sing
man.
it. I didn't sing it like you.
Nah, man, but it was with confidence the way you said it, man. It looked nice, man.
Farron Bradford, what y'all think of a trade for Tariq Woolen?
He's available. Yeah.
He was in my Madden franchise last year. See, I had to give up Highsmith for him, though.
Hey, look, if we go trade for one, we'll go ahead and get Sauce then, man. I just don't think Tariq Woolen is realistically available since the Seahawks struck gold. They got Pro Bowl, All Pro caliber corner right now for what? It took him in the 5th, I think it was? Fourth. Okay.
It might have been 5th.
That's what
I
I'm saying.
think you're
it was
right.
5th, bro.
We could have got
Yeah.
him. I just know that.
Mm-hmm. So if you're the Seahawks, you're not about to just give that up. You playing super duper hardball with that, man.
I didn't know he was available.
Yeah.
I don't
man.
think he's available. I think
Well,
he's
technically,
just thinking
everybody's
Madden.
available. Everybody's available. The thing is, we're not willing to pay what they're going to cost. Patrick Mahomes, I'm sure for somebody out there, if they said we will give you all our first and second round picks for the decade, a team would say, sure, yeah, you can have Mahomes for that. We'll take all of that. But are you really willing to put all of that on the line for Mahomes? And then he go out there and get hurt or he get sick and be like, I'm retiring now 2 years. Now you screw for the next 8. Like, absolutely not, man.
that is a great question. What would it
Everybody's
take
available, though,
to
bro.
actually get Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he is untradeable. I don't think the Chiefs
You
would
don't
say
think?
yeah to any deal,
Okay.
no matter what it was.
I think there's always a number. I just don't think that teams are really going to do that because, like you said, what you're willing to give up to get that type of player when you already have that player, you know how valuable it is, you're going to have to give me everything that you got. I need your quarterback. I need these picks. I need that. I need that. And not just for the next 5 years. I need for 10 pieces because I think I'm going to have him for the
Every
next 10.
draft pick for 10 years. Quarterback.
You see what I'm saying? But it's like, what team is willing to give up that, bro?
Chiefs might not want their quarterback, though.
But think, like, what team would be willing to give up that
For
for
Patrick
a player,
Mahomes,
bro?
I mean,
Deke,
if you're like
wouldn't
the
do that.
Bears or
Deke,
something-
you wouldn't do that, bro.
if you're the Bears,
You would not do that, bro.
we got KP8.
You're not
I wouldn't have to
doing
worry
that?
about that.
Okay, you got KPA. You're not doing that for Patrick Mahomes. It's Patrick Mahomes we talking about. We
I'm
just said
saying,
the trade package
if you're
for
like
Patrick
the
Mahomes,
Bears, or you're like a bum squad.
bro. You're not giving up that ransom for one player, bro.
I think you're
not
offering
gonna
it.
do
You're making the Chiefs make a
You're
decision
not
on
gonna
it.
do it, bro. You're not.
I don't think the
offering
Chiefs
that,
do
man.
it. I think he's the one untradeable player.
I don't think so. I think everybody has a number. I think everybody has a price. I just don't think the people are going to be willing to offer what that's going to be. I personally don't, man.
That's a great question. I'm gonna think about that more.
Yeah.
Now okay, let's say if it is the Bears,
Because you're going to mortgage your next 10 years on this one
Reed's
guy.
probably thinking, okay, will this be enough? Then I could take a Caleb Williams and roll with him. So maybe there is. You got to find that number though. You got to figure out the
And the
draft
number
pick.
is going to be just astronomically stupid because it's Patrick Mahomes. So it's not going to seem logical because trying to trade for Patrick Mahomes is not logical. But everybody has a price.
I think though, here's the thing in terms of giving up all the draft picks and giving up X amount of players. You're basically starting a franchise with Mahomes.
Yes.
And then you have a ton of cap space. So you could work free agency then. And you know a lot of vet players will want to sign with the team with Mahomes.
Yes and no, because they're going to look and say, bro, this roster is what it is. We know we ain't getting nothing in no draft for the next 10 years. We are who we are. If we don't get deals, we stuck with what we got here. And Mahomes, you can't get a cold. Yeah.
Yeah, Mahomes got to stay healthy
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm like, that seems like a lot that you're risking, man. Me personally, I'm not willing to risk all that. Not for Mahomes. Heck of a player. I just can't risk all that.
Red. I love how Moats can lecture Deke so bad he looks like he in school getting embarrassed. I love Deke face though, LMAO.
I don't be lecturing Deke. I be lecturing Deke. I don't lecture. Deke, I don't lecture, bro.
I don't think of that.
I don't think it's lecture.
I think we're just talking shop.
I would agree. I don't lecture, bro.
AJ Martinez
Hold
says,
on, Red. I might need to look at your IP address. You my wife or something, man? What, you think I lecture? Huh? Who's saying I lecture? No, I said I getting lectured. This is crazy. It's crazy. Deke then got on me earlier for not showing enough joy when he brought up the TJ. Who I forgot the trade person he brought up. I did up TJ for playing tight end. I didn't show enough enthusiasm, so he was like, "Yo, you don't like it? You're like, yeah, it's crazy. You don't like the trade?" I'm like, "Yo, I didn't even say nothing." And now you said I lectured Deke. Like, yo, this is nuts, man. All right, what's going on here? What's going on?
how about this one? Off first instinct, Mahomes for 6 first-rounders, a third-rounder, Justin Herbert, Khalil Mack, and Mahomes goes to the Chargers.
Yes.
If you're the Chiefs, you're doing it.
You said 6 first-rounders?
6 first-rounders.
Justin
Herbert. Threw in a
Herbert.
third, Herbert and Khalil Mack.
You got to throw in that random. You know you need a random pick in there, a little third, is it conditional third? Can I get a conditional third? If it's conditional, because you're giving me Herbert. And
I think
I
the
feel,
Chiefs are doing that.
Absolutely,
Or
bro.
no, I'm sorry, the Chargers. I think the Chargers are doing that.
Yeah, the Chargers with the Chiefs not. The Chargers, you're like, whoa, no, for the
Chargers get Mahomes.
I'm saying it back. I think the Chiefs would do it. 6 first-rounders, and I got Justin Herbert.
I think you got to
And I got
fire
Khalil Mack?
Staley. I would love for this trade to go through, actually, because I want to see the impact of Andy Reid.
Because Andy Reid is going to cook with Herbert.
That's what I want to see.
And I'm going to have 6 first-rounders. I'm about to go boom, 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 boom. I'm going to dog you, bro. Come on,
But I think
man.
the Chargers, you could get away with not having 6 first-rounders.
Yeah, you got Mahomes.
Yeah, you just got to hit
Yeah.
those second, third, fourth rounds.
Right.
That's all.
And you already have a talented squad.
That's actually not a bad trade.
I think for both parties, bro. But if you're the Chargers, are you willing to give up that? Like, do you feel like Patrick Mahomes is that much better than Herbert and Khalil Mack, and that's going to gift you a championship?
Mack's like done after, a year or two.
Right.
He's like
But for
done.
the Chiefs, you're like, bro, we're just going from the
I
best
probably want
quarterback.
someone else instead of Mack.
Right. But for the Chiefs, you're going from, okay, we don't have Mahomes, who's number 1. Okay, well, we still got a top 10 who has the potential to be just as talented as number 1 or in that conversation as number 1. And we're going to pair him with Andy Reid.
I think that's the question you ask yourself.
Yeah.
Do you think with or without Reid, Mahomes is just different compared to Herbert? Or do you think he's, in a way, a product of the Reid system?
No, I think Mahomes still cooks in L.A. I just don't think it's the same because you're taking the 2 away. I think they both kind of work together. not full on Brady and Belichick, but I think they do work. Like their success is part of it. Like I think they're tied together in it.
That would be so interesting.
Yeah,
I'd love to see that happen.
Mm-mm-mm.
AJ Martinez, let them go like Sanders versus Rice.
Toe to toe.
He's
Talking about letting them fighting
receiver
and
and cornerback stuff.
Yeah, but once again, that stuff was initially a part of the NFL. The NFL doesn't take anything away unless the consumer is telling them to. So I know you might be like, yo, man, I wanted to see that. But there are a lot of people that did not want to see that type of stuff, man. And that's why it's been such a big point of emphasis. Why do you think they fine us so much if we punch somebody, if we get into any type of, situation, pre-game, post-game, pre-snap? You get fined if you cross the 50 and you yelling at somebody now. They don't like that type of stuff anymore, man. They trying to do away with all that.
Chris G, you think Rush sees the field this year?
I think he has a chance. I definitely do. I think
if I had to bet money, I do. I think he sees one snap at some point.
You think one? Man, I think he'll actually get some significant snaps, but I think it will be December time frame, just because we're in a transition, right, with our DB room. JPJ is getting more opportunities. We're still figuring out Pat P and Levi's new situation, right? Because it wasn't what we kind of thought it was going to be, where, all right, Pat P will be out here, JPJ will be over here, Levi, man, we probably, rotate you in. Last game, it was more of Levi, JPJ, and Pat P was the swing guy doing slot, doing safety stuff. But we saw how Levi played, and at times, we know he was giving us some significant yardage. Granted, he was going against Puka Nacua, so we also have to take that into the equation as well. But when you look at him, it's just like, all right, do we still feel confident with Pat P being the move around guy? Or do we feel like, you know what, maybe you stick back out here. We think you can fight a little bit better than what Levi can do right now.
I was thinking this about Pat P.
No.
He does have some bad plays that pop up, but his bad plays aren't as consistent as Levi.
And we've seen more good plays from Pat P than we've seen from Levi right now. But granted, Levi has the picks. But it's like with Pat P. Well, Pat P got one pick, but his pick was kind of like Levi pick. Never mind. You remember? It was the super, just Jimmy G just threw it up.
Yeah.
But it's like for Pat P.
He could have had a couple against 49ers.
We've seen him jump some plays. We've seen him get his hands on more footballs and just look in better position. So
he gets one or two that pop up like every quarter or so. But it seems like Levi, throughout a series, he'll just be consistently targeted.
Yeah.
Whereas like Pat P, okay, this happened. He makes the adjustment. Then you might not see him again for the next quarter or two.
Yeah.
Then maybe something will pop up. It's like, ah, damn.
Right. But
looks
that's
a little
the difference,
slow.
too, between, a future first ballot Hall of Famer versus just a good player. Pat P, elite athleticism. So even when it comes down, he's still at a higher level. But then he also has the smarts and the football acumen experience to be able to make them adjustments and do them right, in series. All right, you beat me with this on this play. All right, cool. I know how to adjust to that. All right, you got me with that on that. Okay, I know how to adjust to that. Whereas for Levi, he doesn't have that same, toolkit like a Pat P has at his disposal stuff.
Yeah, whatever we were doing with Pat P last game, we should probably continue doing that going forward. And I think that went hand in hand with JPJ getting out there for, 75% of the time?
Yeah.
And he's awesome. I think he needs to work on his tackling, but he's been awesome in coverage. He hasn't let up shit.
He's going to shoot his gun. He shot his gun. He'll learn. He'll wrap up a little bit better. He'll get used to it. He'll get stronger. He'll get used to it.
I'll take that all day because your main priority as a cornerback is to be good in coverage, which he's been.
And you're slowing them down. Even if you get ran over or you
he's not afraid to tackle. He's just not tackling that good.
Yep, but you're slowing him down. The cavalry is going to run to it.
I'm sure he'll hit the weight room and stuff this offseason after his rookie year. You know how Giannis went from string bean, his first, second year. Now look at Giannis right now.
Yeah,
I'm sure JPJ will bulk up. That'll only help. A2A style. I got something, LOL. I forgot something, LOL. 14 saw the dude coming for revenge on his head and made a business decision.
Hey, yo.
I did see that. That was disappointing. You talk about GP and his catch radius. He doesn't drop a ball. It's like, bruh, we need to have that. That was a first down.
He definitely was like, ah! I'm cool on that one. Hey, man, let my dog live. Let him live, man.
He says, LOL, did y'all see Brock Purdy do the Kenny last night, the turnaround? I slept for about 90% of that game. I passed out, I think, before the game even started because of the jury duty. I was just gassed. Slept, woke up maybe third quarter, saw the Vikings were winning, and went back to sleep.
I watched. It was weird.
I didn't see much of Purdy. I saw the highlights this morning. He wasn't that good. He threw 2 picks.
Yeah, it was back-to-back in the end, too, man. Like, he had moments. It was weird. He had moments. Yeah. Kirk was cooking. Kirk made your boy look real good last night, man. Yeah, because Kirk knew with everybody. He done made it with Justin Jefferson, so it's clearly Kirk is the constant,
I saw one play where Addison took a pick away from Ward.
No, it wasn't a pick. That was Kirk throwing elite accuracy, putting the ball where only Jordan can catch the ball. What are we talking about?
Come on.
What are we talking about? He put it where only he could catch it.
No, Addison took that from Ward.
He put it where only his receiver could catch the ball, bro.
Outside of that, I will take your word that there was a good connection yesterday because I think Addison caught another touchdown.
Yes.
Right?
This was Addison's best game of his life. You know why?
I don't doubt it. Addison's a good receiver.
But Kirk made good great. You know that.
Listen, I make these calls with Pitt players coming out.
Uh-huh.
Right on Addison. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, I'm right on Abanikanda.
Listen,
I'm
when in doubt, you need Kirk in your life. That's what I don't want you to lose sight of, though. Abanikanda or not, Kirk will make Abanikanda look good. Just know that. Kirk make everybody look good, man.
No, that would just be Abanikanda making himself
Kirk
look good.
make everybody look good, man. Kirk was out there.
I will say this: he's definitely not getting traded now because the Vikings are in the NFC playoff at 3-4.
And why is that? Because Kirk cooks. Just let him cook this year. He's just cooking. He just over there like real little ratatouille. Just a little bit of that. Oh no, Justin, don't worry about it. A little bit of that. Oh, the Niners coming to town. Oh, I ain't got that. Don't worry about it. A little bit of that. Mm-hmm.
Maybe and that's
with his
sucks.
defense. And that's with his defense, low key trying to give it up. Because I was like, yo, they about to give it up, and everybody gonna say this on Kirk again. But the defense actually made a play. Salute the defense. But I really thought they was gonna give it up, bro. I was like, yep, here it is. It's how it happens right here, man. Defense gonna go ahead, let them score, and now everybody gonna talk bad about Kirk, man.
AJ Martinez, I want to see Boz kick someone in like the replacements. Ole, ole, ole.
Yeah.
FES 60-yarder, testy kick, sabotage 7, Canada sabotager. LOL.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Boz is amazing this year.
Man of the people. Shout out to Boz.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. Center cut every kick, no question about it.
Mm-hmm. Not any of these other names that you might have brought up in the past.
I told you I'm not doing that anymore.
You know, there's another kicker that got unemployed after that game in that same stadium. Got real unemployed real quickly, man. It's the Boz effect.
Boz is awesome. Hectic has joined the upper room.
Shout out to Hectic and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
JS thought about the Eagles trading for that safety and giving them Terrell Edmonds. Also, are the Titans washed? And what is going on with Broderick Jones? Should he start? I think that's what he was trying to ask.
Respect. In terms of Broderick, we talked about it, right? Going into the bye, we was like, yo, if they made the switch, I could understand why. But if they decided to roll with Dan Moore, I could also 100% understand why. As a former player, I like the fact that they backed Dan Moore and put him back out there because it's just a smoother thing for everybody in there. It's more realistic when you talk about competition and beating a guy up versus something being given to you. You can't preach that message and then turn around on the bye week after one game from Broderick Jones and say, yep, Broderick, you beat him out. Now you're the starter. Just internally, that messaging would not fly the same. I know, media and fans, man, we will roll with it and say it is what it is, but it's certain things like that where that's the coaches just understanding what's best for the team right now. Now, it's not saying that Broderick still can't get an opportunity to start because, as we said with Dan Moore, if he goes out there and plays bad, we've seen Broderick play good now. So it's a way different equation. The problem was you couldn't make that switch and justify it by saying, Broderick, you look good versus Jadeveon Clowney. Dan Moore, we saw you struggle versus Nick Bosa, Myles Garrett, and Max Crosby. Oh, and Will Anderson. It just don't hit the same. So internally, we'll be looking at that move like, bro, you gave that to him. He ain't earned that. He ain't do nothing to really go out there and take that spot. And I just think that for the coaching staff, they don't want that to be the messaging. And that's the thing. Like I said, as a former player, I respect that. Now, like I said, man, it won't surprise me if at some point, if Dan were to start struggling, right? If we're not talking about the who's, and we said this was a prime week. We said if Dan Moore went out there and struggled versus Byron Young. Byron Young, a dope young player, has multiple sacks in this league, has a nice rush package, right? Former SEC cap. But if Byron Young came out there and was cooking Dan Moore, we'd be like, bro, that's an issue, man. Because he's not one of them type of killers that we've been talking about. That's a regular guy that you got to be able to block in this league if you're a starter. So since Dan, showed that he could do that and do it consistently, that's the part for me where I'm like, Roger, you just got to wait your time, man. Your time will come, though. And if it doesn't happen this season, I can assure you they're going to move somebody to get you on the field this offseason because you're the first rounder. And they're going to give you a legitimate opportunity to get out there. But right now, what we're being in season, they rolling with the dude that's been here and been their starter for the past 2 years right now.
Yeah, Dan Moore played good. I didn't think the pressure was that crazy on Pickett for the most part throughout the whole game, outside of whenever the Rams would blitz.
You had the couple blitzes, and it would be like a additional player blitz where it's like, yo, we don't have enough people here.
Yeah, that's literally what those blitzes are designed for.
Yeah, like that's a difference than Jalen Warren blitz Pickett, which we saw Jalen do. The only other time I felt like we had an issue was the one Aaron Donald 1-on-1 versus Sayumalu, where he beats him quick. Kenny scrambles up. I think Kenny gets back to the line of scrimmage, or he might have got 1 yard when he dove forward. But that was the only other time I really remember instant or somebody just getting beat up front. Other than that, you're right. It was the pressure. It was the nickel. I think he had with the 2 sacks.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought for the most part protection was good, and I thought O-line blocked pretty good in the running game, and I don't think Najee on a couple runs did the O-line favors with some of his outside runs, because he could have easily just ran up the middle and got at least 5 yards. Yeah. Easily.
No, I would agree, man. I would agree. Steelers girl
O-line trending up, though, after that game, for sure.
100%.
Liked what I saw.
100%. Steelers girl 517 hits right on the head with my one of my favorite Tomlinisms, work while you wait. So for Broderick, we ain't saying you got to be patiently waiting. Nah, we didn't ask you to be patient. What we are saying is, though, work while you wait, man. Work while you wait, because eventually your time will come. And whenever your number is called, you want to be prepared, whether that opportunity happens this season, whether it happens in the postseason, whether it happens next year. Heck, it might not even happen here. But whenever that opportunity does arise, make sure you're ready. So be working through all this time right now, man.
Sean McCartney, can we utilize Darnell while Muth is out?
I think we can, and I think we will, but I think it's a part of the process, right? Pickens, DJ, in terms of priorities, in terms of through the air, those are our guys right now, right? So as we go through the hierarchy of who we're designing stuff for, we can't design it for everybody every single time, while we keep talking about our offense struggling at times.
And Washington just flat out isn't the receiver that Muth is.
No, he can't create the separation like that.
So
right
if
now.
Muth ain't even getting that many targets, what makes us think, oh, we're just going to all of a sudden make Darnell Washington our number one target?
And the problem for Darnell, similar to when we talk Pickens versus DJ, he doesn't create a ton of separation right now. And that's just a part of Darnell getting acclimated to the speed of how to run routes and create separation at this level. So I'm with you. We don't target move to that extent just yet. I don't see us targeting Darnell and making him a priority in the pass game with, like I said, his lack of separation right now. I think more so red zone is where he needs to be more prioritized, and not just red zone. I think tight red, 10 yards and in, 15 and in, where the jump ball is legitimate, where the crossing route, he's already in the end zone, Jimmy Graham type, right?
Just throw it up.
Yeah, Jimmy Graham, Antonio Gates, Gonzalez, that type of thing, man. I think him in that capacity is great early on until he develops the other stuff. Because he's not the body type of Muth. He's not the type of athlete like Muth is. And that's why we like Muth and we like them paired together. But that's also why you see more of Connor Hayward getting the targets in the pass game. Because he's the pseudo Muth right now. He's the route runner. And they keep Darnell in to, like I said, help with the protect, or he'll do the delayed block, and then release.
Just be a target. Not running anything exotic.
Yeah, like the little safety net.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And shout out to Kenny too, man. because I love the fact that he was taking some of them early throws, them easy, just get it to the flat, dump it off, let your back make a play, man. Get it to your receiver, let him make a play, man.
Yeah.
It don't all have to be exotic. It doesn't have to be downfield. Sometimes just get it out right now, let him make a play.
Off first instinct says, wait till the draft to get Kalen King, JPJ's partner in crime, and for the center, get Cedric Van Pran. Is that the second time that center's name was brought
from
up?
Georgia, right? Is that the one?
I just recognize the name now. I
with
think
you.
someone brought him up last week.
Yeah.
Sure. Another Georgia guy?
I think that's what we said it was. I think it was, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Can't never go wrong with a Georgia product, man.
No, I'm fine with that. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, people are talking highly about this Penn State cornerback, too. Don't know too much about it. How did he look this last week against Ohio State?
I don't know.
I thought Marvin Harrison had a good game. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I didn't watch it like that, man.
Let's go, UW.
Since the 25th ranked JMU Dukes weren't playing on Saturday, I was kind of like all over the place. I was just like,
okay.
Yeah. The 25th ranked Dukes. I don't know if you know that. They're actually ranked this week, Deke.
I saw that.
In
I told you
the
they're
AP
favored
poll,
big in
man.
this game. I told you.
No, they're not favored big. They're just
It's like 20 points, yeah.
Bro, we're just showing up. We're going to see what happens, man. This is a big game for us. Every game's a big game because the next one. I want to see what ODU looks like, but we're 1 week at a time. You know that. They've been 1 day longer than us, though. We played them we played them twice before they made the jump.
Isn't there an Old Dominion person in the chat?
Oh, yeah.
Where is
Demond, because it's at the crib. This is like 757.
Okay.
Like, ODU's where my dad went to school. Like, it's right down, yeah. They didn't have a football program when I came
your
out.
dad went there?
Yeah, my dad's ODU grad. Yeah.
We got another rivalry this week.
ODU, man. Yeah, bro.
So
My
you
dad
had,
went
you
to
had
ODU.
your brother last week. Now you got your dad this week.
And
No way.
shoot, I want to say I got a cousin and a aunt, man. I got like most people went to ODU, bro. That's like the crib, man.
So are they rooting for ODU?
No, because they know JMU is JMU.
Okay.
And they've fell in love with the
It's
JMU
almost like when you got
process.
drafted to the Bills.
Yes, yep.
They switched their loyalties.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So it's like they rocking with JMU, but yeah. So like my dad's like, yo, he liked ODU, but he's like, man, he'll wear purple to the game. Yeah.
I just didn't know if he was going to give you some smack talk call before the game, or maybe
man.
FaceTime you with an ODU hat or something like that.
It's like it's different when they around for that journey, man. He was when you would have lived it, you walked into these hostile stadiums with that purple on, man. He'd have been up there, and when 52 done this, and he'd have been a part of it before. It hit a little different, man. Yeah. It changed. You start feeling like, oh, it's a little, all right, a little something with this purple in here, man. The purple hit a little different now. Yeah.
Let's go. UW says AB still wilding, saying F child support. Someone got to get control on this man.
Bro, I did see that. Obviously he just was locked up for that, man. So you definitely want to take care of your financial responsibilities. I know it ain't always easy. Anytime you dealing with, parentals where they're not together, it's always going to be some type of something potentially, man. So communicate, work together, but at the end of the day, man, you got to be responsible for, what you took part in creating, all right? Deke, I'm sure you weren't a part of that creation. I was not a part of that creation either. So if you was part of the creation, man, all right, do your part. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We ain't ask for much. Now just do your part. Do your part. Like what they like American Gangster. All right, we ain't ask for too much. It's just 20%. All right, just need to tap the plate. You know what time it is, man.
Hollywood 931. If/when this offense does get it, # watch out NFL.
I'm with you, man.
I think this game was a big stepping stone. I think it was a big thing for us to build off of.
Mm-hmm. Big for confidence too, bro.
Absolutely. Because again, this one was the Steelers stamp. We're taking this. We're not letting you guys just continue to mess up, and then we'll finally get a chance, maybe last drive or whatever, to take that opportunity. It was like, no, we're taking this game. Like, boom, 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 tied it up. Oh, got the ball back. Boom, 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 scored. Closed it out. It was awesome.
No.
And I think
with you, man.
That's something you build off of.
And the more it happens in stadium, the more you believe it. And the more you believe it now, so you can tap into it a lot sooner because you know what we're capable of.
Less about the Rams, I think it was more about us.
Right. And think about when 7 was here, that was our mantra. We'd always say, man, it's less about them, more about us. If we play our game, we're good enough. Nameless gray faces. We said it and we believed it because it's like, yo, if we play our game, we're going to be better than anybody that we show up against, man. We're going to get out of any stadium that we need to get out of because as a team, we're like that. And it came from constantly doing it in stadium, constantly getting in them scenarios where you're like, how we get out of this one? Hey, man, we found a way. We rallied. We found a way.
Yeah, now
We
I'm
found
starting
a
to
way,
think,
man. Find a way.
no matter how ugly the game gets, those first 3 quarters, keep it within 7, keep it within 10.
Striking distance. That's it.
Let's see what happens
Keep
in
it
that
in
fourth.
striking. Make them have to execute, because what we're seeing is teams.
I don't want that every
struggle.
time, but
I'm with
you get what I'm saying. If it
I'm
is an
with
ugly
you.
game, it's like if we all right,
I'm
if we could
with
just
you.
get out of this,
No, I'm
just get
definitely
out
with
of
you,
this.
man.
Keep it within 7 or 10.
I'm definitely with you. It just
Kenny
keeps
clutch
us in
time.
fighting distance. That's
Yep.
all. It keeps us in fighting distance, and it puts pressure on the opposing team to not make a mistake. Because you're better than us, right? So you're supposed to come out here and be better. You want to throw. You're supposed to come out here and throw it, right? Don't mess up. Oh, that's the pass rush. Don't let it get to you now. Oh, all right. Now it's done got to you. Now when you hit, now you done got sacked. Oh, forced fumble. Oh, now you done got scared. Now you throwing it too quick. Oh, pick. You didn't see the coverage. You rushed it. Those type of things. So it's like, we got a style about us. It's ugly, but it worked out.
I told you, I'm starting to really like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to really like it. If we do it more like how we just did it, yeah, I believe it.
No.
Let's go, UW. PFF has made up a whole new stat to push the Myles Garrett nonsense called a PFF sack, which is as stupid as an interception-worthy throw stat.
What's a PFF sack? I'd have missed this one. Like I said, this is why I don't ever really follow the PFF stuff, because a week ago, I think we used the PFF and was like, yo, they said that Broderick was like the highest rated offensive lineman and Damon was the worst rated offensive lineman. And we was like, all right, if you rocking with Broderick, we're going to love this stat. We're going to swear by it. Shout out to PFF. A week later, now this stat is the PFF sack. We don't like the PFF stuff. It's PFF, man. Y'all know what y'all get with PFF, baby.
But now it's the NFL that is going too far with the Myles Garrett slurping, because they changed their whole Twitter account to, I think, a Myles Garrett banner, and they put in their like heading under at NFL.
Yeah.
You just go to their profile. It says Myles Garrett for Depoy.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Now they're promoting him. Yeah.
Wait, are you
They're
serious?
promoting him. Yeah.
Could the dude just be better than T.J. Watt?
It's crazy, bro.
Before you start claiming he's the Depoy, he's not better than T.J. Watt.
Yeah.
My God, dude has one game that we see T.J. Watt do multiple times. Weekend, like, come on, dude has one game.
Hey,
And they act like they haven't seen this before. T.J. Watt does this all the time.
Let
He'll have like
let
a
him
pet, a
chirp,
strip
bro.
sack, maybe
Hey.
like 2-3 sacks a game.
Just let him chirp, man. Just
Does
let him chirp,
it
bro.
like once a month.
Just let him
Maybe
chirp,
2
man.
times a month.
Let them
Dude,
chirp. The
dude
same way you
blocked
could
a
let
field goal.
PFF
They
chirp,
think
bro.
the sky's falling
Yeah.
with this guy.
But he jumped over the guy, Deke. Did you not see that? He jumped over him. Cleared him.
Basically, what did he do? Was it that, and then he had 2 sacks?
Yeah.
That's all he did. Congratulations. Or I think he had a strip sack in the end zone. Congratulations. Like, I'm telling you, we see this from T.J. Watt all the time. All the time. It's getting sad. Like, that's pathetic.
They love Myles, man. You know that because he passed the eyeball test. He looked like
It's
a superhero,
sad,
bro.
sad. Like, that's really sad.
He looks like a superhero. They like that.
He's just not better than T.J. Watt.
This is also true. Both things could be true. You could look like a superhero, but
You
not
be
be
a
better
good
than TJ
player.
Watt.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing wrong
you're
with that,
the
man.
top 3. We just went through the list of players.
No, don't call him. He's a great player. He
Yes.
is a great player. He's just not better than TJ.
You know, when
There's
you're
nothing
talking
wrong with that,
edge
bro.
rushers,
Yeah. He's a great
him,
player. He's
Bosa,
just not better than
Parsons, and
TJ, man. That's
He's
it.
in that class. He's in tier 1.
Yeah.
He's not T.J. Watt.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Mike 5K. When is McFarland coming back? We need him returning kicks and adding that elite speed to the RB room. And how about using Washington in the red zone?
Yeah, I thought he was going to get activated prior to the game, but I never saw anything. We saw Deontay, but we never saw him, and we ended up using the
You don't get this
that
type of
running
stuff
back cat
from
we picked up.
Abanikanda. Abanikanda always available.
Chill out, man.
McFarland never available.
Chill. Yeah, we used was a Godwin Igwabuke. Yeah, he was the one who was back to getting his return. I was like, okay, here we go. Let's have a little fun today. All right.
Calvin tried. Holy hell, Calvin tried at the end of the game.
How'd you feel, man?
Holy hell.
Huh. The irony of it all, I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, boy, do not start this, because this is exactly why when Deke in the chat would say, why is Gunner out there, Moats? We can't stand Gunner. Why is I'm like, Gunner has fumbled, yes, but he always catches that. I'm just like, don't start this today, Calvin. Whatever you do, Calvin, That's what you can't do. You can fumble it. I can help. We can work with the fumble part post. You know what I'm saying? When you ready, you got to catch this ball, though, bro. The first rule as a returner is possession. I got to catch this joint, bro. Yeah. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Deke said, hey, yo.
He tried.
Yo.
I thought Gunner was gone.
I said, yo, what are you doing? No, not this week, bro. Stop.
Micah Hemp. Man, the bright spot that JPJ has shown just got me thinking about what we could have in the homie Corey Trice. CB class really popping off this year.
No, you bring up some good points, man. You have bring up some good points. And that's the beauty with Corey. Very similar to how we talk about Calvin this year. Calvin feels like an added draft pick this year because we never saw him last with him being hurt. It's going to be a similar case with Corey when he comes back. When he's in training camp, when he has his first preseason game, we're going to feel like he's the new draft pick. Like, yo, we also got this in the cupboard. We also got that this year ready to help us out. So I'm with it, man. I like it.
Man, Chris G. He says, you know, Deke ain't seen American Gangster. I definitely saw that one.
Put some respect on Deke, man. Deke know about Frank Lucas and them boys over there, man. Come on,
That
man.
movie was phenomenal.
He said that blue magic right there, man. It blue magic. All right, it's a brand name. I stand by it. I guarantee it. No different than the, you know, chairman of the board at General Mills or something like that, man. It's like that, baby. Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh, Moats, how do the Steelers contain the Jag offense from a strategic standpoint with the weapons that they got?
Well, hey, man, this is Tuesday. You jumping the gun, all right? I'm going to give you that on, like, Wednesday, okay? Because I actually haven't even, like, cut on the tape hard on them just yet, but just from my initial thought process, 3 people that stick out to me, Trevor Lawrence, Christian Kirk, and Travis Etienne. I think big thing that we got to make sure we do is tackle in the open field. They like to get Etienne in space just from the games. I know when they play Buffalo, that was one of the things they like to do. Get him out there, screen game, stretch run, stuff like that, where he can use his vision, elite quickness, put that foot in the ground, and he can, you know, take that thing the distance if he needs to. Trevor, big arm. We know that was the perfect prospect before Caleb Williams. Everybody had been talking about Trevor for a long time. So Trevor is, you know, big arm, talented cat, but still young. Still has some mistakes. It's gonna show up. We're gonna be able to get some. We're gonna get some opportunities. And then Christian Kirk, he's just fast, man. Fast, young, talented player, man. Definitely got that dog in him. But he's somebody that we should be able to handle, I feel like, all things considered. But with that being the case, we will see. I would much rather put JPJ on him and let JPJ use his length, his arms, his physicality to disrupt Kirk versus allowing him to just free release. Because if he free release, we're going to be in for a long day. I do know that much, man. But that's just my initial thing. And then obviously Josh Allen, the pass rusher. Yeah, he bringing that heat. Bringing the heat. Yeah. But I'll watch some tape on him. Not tonight. I ain't watching tape tonight, dude. I give him in the morning.
It's probably going to be kind of similar to the Rams strategy, although it felt like we gave up a little too many yards to Puka.
How do you view Puka, though? Is Puka number 1? Is he a number 2? Is he a number 3?
I don't know what to think anymore. I think he got a lot of his yards because of Kupp.
Kupp has been out, though, prior to coming in, you know, to the past, what, 2 games?
Yeah.
And he was still...
the first 2 weeks, it wasn't the same when Kupp came back. And he cooked us, though.
Right.
He cooked us. And while Kupp was out, Puka did cook. I'll give him credit. What are we viewing him as now?
How do you
I don't know.
Because statistically...
Let's see how it plays out. I mean, he's a top 10 receiver right now.
Statistically, he's like a top 5 receiver right now.
It might even be that, yeah.
And that's what, like, because coming into the game, I'm like, bro, he was like 30 yards behind Diggs. And I think he was like 200 behind Tyreek. I'm like, hey, yo, what is that? You know, we saw his play, and it's like, yo, he gets open, he makes plays, but then at the same time, I'm like, you got open a lot versus Levi. When JPJ was on you, did it look like that? That's
true. That is true. Maybe Levi's that bad.
Yeah, I was like, was it the matchup? Because Levi isn't a handsy, hard-pressed corner like JPJ is, and we saw the difference in just their styles in those matchups.
Yeah, I think Jags are, as a whole, a better version of the Rams. But I was just thinking...
Yeah, but I'm like, Puka's Jags, nice to me, though, bro.
Like the Rams, they both have a good quarterback. They both got a couple good receivers.
Nah.
Now, with Williams being hurt at the Rams, I was going to say, two good running backs with Williams, Rams, and then Etienne with the Jags.
Mm-hmm.
But still, the Rams were, you brought this up, even with Williams being out, they were able to run the ball on us with Henderson and
bro.
Who the hell else? I don't even know who the other guy was.
Bro,
no
Henderson,
name?
they signed him. They said, come on back home,
I don't even
bro.
know who the other guy was. I think they both got like 60 yards on us.
I was just glad that
But then the Jags are a better defense. I think better defense as a whole. They're just a better version.
Yeah, the Jags are a better team this year. Yeah. But this is still a game that if we are who we think we are, what we think we're capable of, this is still a game that we're supposed to win. I will say that. So, well, obviously deep dive into and stuff like that. This is another one of the ones, though. Yeah, it's another one of them tests,
Good game
man.
against a good team.
Yeah, good test for us, man. A really good test.
Absolutely. Javon Kinley, what's good, gents?
Man, what's happening, baby? What's happening?
We're just chilling.
Man, just talking a little shop. You know, me and the homies.
Hectic. I just want to point out that not only did TJ intercept that pass, but he also did it with torn ligaments in his hand. Amazing that he held on to the ball.
Hey, man, shout out to TJ, man. Like I said, he's not normal. He just looked like us. He ain't really one of us. He just looked like us. He looked like he's a human. He's not a human.
Hectic says, how was Garrett jumping over the line? Not a penalty.
The reason why the NFL went crazy is because he actually did something that is really hard to do. He cleared everybody. That's why it wasn't a penalty. When DeMarvin Leal tries it, he lands on people. You can't land on anybody, your players or their players. You can't use anybody to push you up, your players or their players. So that's why you hardly ever see anybody jump over the line of scrimmage and block a kick anymore, because you can't land on anybody. You can't touch anybody. So for Myles, they're saying this dang near 6'9", 300-pound DN went and vertical jumped and cleared the snapper and then did it fast enough where he was able to elevate back up and block the field goal. That's why they going crazy on it, and why, as just like an athlete, we respect the heck out of that play. Now, as a Steelers fan, we're going to minimize and say, bro, he just blocked the field goal. It ain't nothing crazy. TJ Watt do that too. But as like just a player, we're like, oh yeah, that's freaky, bro. That's freaky as heck. We could cut that tape on every week. A lot of people try it. It is few and far in between that doing it, and let alone dudes that look like his body type doing it. I mean, he's built like the DNs from Cincinnati. Sam Hubbard and Trey Hendrickson, if you think about it, he built just like them. Could you imagine either one of them trying to jump over a snapper and clear them vertical, land, and get back up and block it? Man, they break their neck first. Or they gonna kill the dude, that's down there. So that's the part of why it wasn't a penalty, and also why the NFL went all crazy or like, oh my God, because it's like, yo, when you know the rule and you've actually tried it, because we all have tried it. You like, bro, nah, you ain't just doing that one, bro. That's kind of crazy. But that's why, though. That's why it wasn't a penalty. It still sucked, though. I ain't trying to hear none of that.
We got AJ Martinez saying sabotage 19? ?
Ooh.
No, sabotage 2 days. AJ, I'm smoked. Dragging arse, getting stuff done, but just barely. Super tired.
Hey, man, what they say, slow motion better than no motion, though, baby. All right? Take it one step at a time.
AJ Martinez also says, shout out to my nurse. I caramba, Miss Felicia.
Hey, Lord. Yeah. AJ out of pocket today. Let's go.
That's what he says in another comment. He says, my nurse is super attractive.
Say, I caramba. Yo, why are you like this today, AJ? I love it, man. I love it. Just don't get in trouble with Miss Felicia, all right? Yeah, just keep your hands to yourself. Just be nice. Be nice, man. I thought he liked mistreated too. Well, I guess you could acknowledge somebody's.
Yeah, I thought he had a chick.
It was mistreated, and then the chick at the altar.
Right.
Yeah, he was getting married, and it was like, yo, should he bring the cheated to the altar?
Right.
AJ be funny, bro.
I guess he's moved on.
Shout out to AJ though, man. Hey, sometimes nurse bang, that's the thing. People talk about like traveling nurses all the time on IG. So yeah, it's got to be something good. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's it for the Supers right now.
Hey,
we're at 6:11.
Let's go, man. Nah, we've been cooking today, man. It's been a vibe, bro. Stuff been a vibe, man. It's good to have you back out the feds too, man. Like, hey, man. Glad to see you here, man. Heck yeah. And to know you ain't snitch on nobody too today. It's good. Good character.
Nope.
Good character about yourself, man. Well, shoot, man. You got anything left on your plate, man?
I'll just repeat what I've been saying. I think Kenny is that guy. I think this team is who we thought they were heading into this season. I think it just showed up now. I think we're gonna be legit. I think we're gonna be pushing for a deep run in the playoffs. And yeah, I say trade for Pat Surtain.
All right. I like it, man. I like it. Shoot. Other than that, man, I ain't got nothing, man. I like how we rocking out. Thought it was a dope performance across the board. Was it perfect? No. But for this current Steelers team, it was very, very impressive for multiple reasons. Dude stepped up. You had the clutch moments. We had coaches stepping up when they needed to. We had the return of Deontay Johnson, and we really saw and felt his impact. So, yeah, man. And we also got to see TJ do some TJ stuff. We always love to see that. And shout out to the fact that young boy Nick Herbig had his first NFL sack regular season. Let's go.
Highsmith was cooking most of the game.
Come on, man.
Herbig got in there.
Yeah, bro. They was turning their corner on Alaric. Yeah. That's our defense, man. Win up front. We get about them stadiums, bro. When we were stagnant up front, that back end gets exposed a little bit.
Still think we need Cam Hayward back to help with this run game.
He's an all-pro. He would definitely help in a major way.
We're just giving up too much, but it was a bend but don't break because whenever I looked at the stats end of the game,
I didn't kill us.
I think it's because how the Steelers finished so strong.
Yeah.
But we had only 80 or 90 rushing yards total. They had like $130.
Yeah.
But it felt like we had better, more impactful runs.
I want to say we ended up a little bit over we ended up a little bit less than 100. Yeah. So we were at 86. They ended up with 135. But you're right.
End of game, I thought,
it
we
felt
outrushed
weird,
them.
man. Yeah, situation. It did feel weird at the end of it, man. Yeah.
We got a couple more supers that just came in. Hectic says, at AJ, don't need no low-profile Watson situations.
You're right, man. Keep your hands to yourself. That was more masseuses. This is more nurse. Hopefully she's a certified nurse. She's certified, not just a person with a nurse suit because it is around Halloween. You got to be careful.
AJ Martinez said 5'5" and Digler #1.
Hey, nah, man. You #1, man. We appreciate you, though, from the heart, baby. You know that.
Risque OG says Steelers versus Jags will be my first Steeler game. Was wondering if y'all had recommendations on what to do after the game.
You usually tell him hit the casino or
hit that Tequila Cowboy maybe.
Tequila Cowboy,
casino, just North Shore.
If you're looking for action, so what's the vibe, right? If you're trying to just do something that's
McFadden's
fun,
maybe.
Yeah. If you're trying to do something that's fun but chill, I would say casino. If you're trying to turn up a little bit, Tequila Cowboy. If you want to have the vibe with people but not as fired up, then McFadden's, right?
I don't know about that anymore. They blast. They just blast music in there. You can't. It's hard to talk to people.
It used to be like a little chiller in there. All right. Well, yeah. Might have to go a little bit further away from the North Shore then to find a little, like the quieter stuff. But
yeah, going to the city.
Yeah, but I would say if you're trying to just stay around the stadium and you want it to be a chiller's vibe, then go casino. If you don't mind it being turned up and a lot of people on you, Tequila Cowboy or McFadden's definitely, yeah.
Last one, AJ Martinez says Miss Trita got married.
She got married?
And he said question mark.
Oh, I don't know. I hope not. You told me you said it was fiance or something like that, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I ain't tripping. You said that.
Maybe
I ain't say that. Yeah.
He's asking you like you know something that he doesn't.
Don't get me in trouble, man. I don't know nothing about nothing. All right? I don't know nothing about nothing. I'm just here so I don't get fined. I'm innocent, man.
AJ Martinez says she gives me tequila.
Oh, I didn't know what she was.
Tequila.
Jesus. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I don't know parts of that, bro. I'm innocent. I don't know nothing. Yep. So yeah. It was a vibe. It was definitely a vibe, man. Definitely a vibe. So yeah, man. Other than that, though, Jag game, that like I said, that is this weekend, man. So safe travels though to you, Rich K. Excuse me on that one, man. When you pull up, man, safe travels when you come in and stuff like that, man. It's gonna be plenty to do around the city though, man. Pre and post game, so definitely enjoy that. But Deke, if you ain't got nothing else, I ain't got nothing else, man. We spend the block on them, hit them tomorrow. You know how we do. So with that being the case, y'all hit that like button on the back end of this thing, and do not forget to subscribe. You know, we greatly appreciate each and every one of y'all rocking with us. Y'all stay safe out there, and until next time, baby.
Peace.